And this session picks right back up where we left off, with the party convinced that they are going to go fight Rieus. The party had slept after pulling many, many, many cards, and ended up deciding the best course of action was to join up with the Mighty Nine the next day, when they had come and asked them were they ready or not. The Mighty Nine woke up with the party the next day, met up with them, and joined up and began casting a teleport spell. 2 quick successive spells, one after the other, end with the party standing in the middle of the Cobalt Soul of Zadash. A large, mostly blue and purple building, or at least with the drapery, mostly white with the actual marble stone, and with what looks to be close to 100 scholars scattered about, some on the middle, hanging off bookshelves, some reading books, some walking around carrying what looks to be tomes back and forth. Some obviously more important than others. And this is where the final member of the 9 actually joined you, with what specifically William would actually be to point out is Beauregard rejoining the troop. Caleb conversates with her for a few moments, and a while later, he turns back around and talks to Godwin here. The information we have at the moment is we have old connections here with the guy who took over the Gentleman's Lair, Kaz, if you know them. They're the criminal underground here. Beauregard has just finished talking with them, paying quite a fair amount for the information. They tell us that there is a building that is suspected to be one of Rieus' outposts here in Zadash itself, as well as apparently Rieus has been spotted near the lakeside of one of the finer districts. That is definitely a trap. Don't know how to put it. He must know we're after him, because there's no chance that man, that important, is just beside a random lake in the middle of the city we happen to teleport to. But apparently he's there.
Knowing Rieus, he most definitely knows we are coming.
So it's up to you. Do we go to the outpost first? Do we go to Rieus immediately? Or what?
I'd say we probably go for the outpost. I think you're right about it being a trap.
The issue with heading to an outpost is then we can get boxed in. And if he knows we're coming, why would he even have the outpost open? Or, more thoroughly, why wouldn't he have it trapped even heavily? He might be a trap, but so would the outpost.
I think the best course of action is for us to go scout, and not jump headlong into something that we cannot take care of.
Well, Kaz has told us that the outpost doesn't seem to have too many people in it. It seems to be understaffed or very new, and it is mostly because Kaz is in the area and likes to suppress other criminals who like to rise up in his domain. But we also have the issue of it may just be entirely useless to go there, and if it isn't a trap, Rieus escapes. If that is the trap, then we can get boxed in at all sides once we go to the underground layer bit. We assume it's underground. If we go for Rieus, we could have the trap of people surrounding us, but maybe that's better than being boxed in. I'm not sure. I think, personally, I would rather be in the open. We can always teleport away and or fight Rieus face on, or break a hole through his goons on the outside. Being boxed in means the only way out's magic, and who knows if it's anti-magicked, if it's as powerful as you say.
Well, if it is anti-magic, then I fear I cannot go.
That's exactly my worry. If the location is anti-magicked, that is an issue. Rieus likely isn't going to waste time anti-magicking a random field that he stands in next to a lake.
That is a good point.
Alright, then I suppose we can go to the lake. However, I'm probably still gonna be quite a bit away because I don't want whatever's gonna happen. But I'll be relatively close by. Don't worry. I'm a pretty good sharpshooter.
Who is the one he would talk to? Because we don't know Rieus. He may as well just immediately shoot us. He knows that we're coming for him, but he doesn't know us personally. Which one of you would be the ones who talk?
He knows mainly me and
He should know all of
so
you, I believe.
Well, yeah, but he's known us the most.
I used to be a slave under his command. So.
And with his
How about
magical
me and
prowess,
you?
probably an important one.
How about me and Godwin then? Together.
Let's be honest.
He's known you.
Here. Do you think it's, as a troop, do you think it's the smartest move to have William be one of the two?
I think William will be there as a strong arm to keep his mouth shut and make sure I do not die.
Okay. Are we going to stand in the outskirts, or are we going to be with you as a show of force?
I think it would be best to have a show of force. We are not going to surprise Rieus.
Okay.
Yeah, we've never been able to do that, so he'll definitely know we're there, even if we try to surprise.
There's no reason to separate our forces. He will not openly
That's a good
attack.
point.
I feel like the diplomatic approach is the best option.
Okay.
Uh,
We will stand behind you. Lead on. It's obviously one of the higher districts in the north side. One of the two lakes that are man-made in the city. Beauregard will lead the way, but once we see him, we will separate and stand behind you.
Can I buy some equipment first before we get on our way over this?
We'll all head together to
Aren't
do
we?
that, but yes.
Okay.
And, Caleb,
Yes.
make sure to, keep, protect magic.
Keep detect magic up. Alright. He casts spell. And his eyes glow a slightly more amberish hue.
actually,
I need a lot of counter spells.
I would like a just a measure so I don't. Nothing happens what happened a few days ago. Skins is gonna look at Jester and walk over to her. You are a cleric, no?
Yes.
Are you able to get rid of effects like, let's say I go feral again?
I never knew you did, but yes. I can
Well-
restore limbs. I can remove mind-altering effects.
Okay,
She's used the spell before, but I don't think you were there for it.
probably not. I will be quite a bit of a way, and I don't want that Drow, the person I saw, do that again if he is here. Do you think you can come with me as a?
Would you
We'll
rather
back up.
have someone stealthy, or would you rather have someone who could pack a punch? I pack a punch. Caduceus, they're stealthier, technically, even if they're a foot taller than me.
All right, then I can ask for Caduceus then. I'd like a stealthy person.
Alright. Lead the way, little man.
All right, let's go buy some stuff first because I'm all out of potions.
Is
Yeah.
Gwendolyn or not
Heads through the
Gwendolyn?
streets. The major magic shops that you pass by seem to matter little to the Nine, as they seem to have a destination in mind. You've been here once before. They lead you to Humot Souls.
Oh no!
You do have a bunch of Williams with you at the moment as well, but you end up in. Why are you doing that? But you end up walking your way to Pumot Souls and entering the large carnival-style tent and seeing currently only one member of the trio standing out front next to the counter and kind of just pacing up and down the tent's interior. Once they see the Nine, however, they like glow up a little bit, and he calls out, "Hey guys, you two, get down here. The Niner round." And you hear some scurrying and clanking as you assume the other two Pumots begin to head downstairs. While you're here, the Mighty Nine are going to be talking to Pumot quite a bit, and they have their items. They don't think they're purchasing anything at the moment, but seem to be catching up with an old friend. What are you guys purchasing or doing while you're inside this shop?
Right.
There is basically everything you could ever wish for in here.
Alright, I'm gonna look at Pumot. It's like, hi, it's been a bit. I don't even know if you remember me.
I don't.
Alright, you okay. I purchased a bow here before, and I lost it, sadly. You wouldn't happen to have a bow like that again, would you?
I don't know what bow you... I just told you I don't remember you.
That's fair. It was a bow that I could pretty much go an Overwatch with. It was a pretty metallic bow.
You mean the compound bow?
I suppose if that's what you call it, yeah.
Yeah, the one with all the little circles in it and the extra wires that don't seem to do much. Yes, I know what bow you're talking about now. And I think I remember you're the guys who we sent after the giants, right?
Yes, actually, and we did that quite a while ago.
Alright, don't currently have one of those, but I could get it in by the hour.
That would be helpful. Is there any way you can make this bow? He brings out his dragon bow into it. I don't know if you can.
I don't specialize in the combinings of magic. I could do it, but you see, I'd have to import the other bow and mix the magics together. Costs quite a bit, and that right there does seem to be a relatively powerful bow itself. So it would cost some time and money, for sure. Longer than a day.
Alright, then that's probably not as good. Okay, well, I guess I'll probably look around and see if there's any other bows, but, wait a minute. Skin's gonna, like, pull out, like, he's gonna rummage around his satchel a little bit, or his backpack a little bit. He's like, wait a minute, where did these come from? And he's gonna pull out a short sword, and it looks a bit jagged. It's like a very rich, it's like a ritualistic looking dagger. He kind of looks at it. It's like, hey, what is this?
You see William just visibly wink at you.
Okay. I don't know about this. I don't know about this one. I've never seen this one before. Well, actually, I can't sell it. I'm not selling anyone. God dang it, because Damien wants it. All right, I'm just gonna be looking around for any bows. See if there's like any magic bows besides the ones that I have currently.
Just look at the magic list and see if you want to buy anything.
All right.
Anything else anyone else is purchasing? I'm assuming a bunch of potions.
But do you have any? How many serpent scale armors do you have?
In stock? I usually focus on the wizard aspect, not the warrior aspect. I currently only have one of them in stock, and it's usually used to replicate onto other armors. However, once more, that's fairly simple. All it is just a extremely powerful enchantment. If all three of us are up there working, we can get 2 more done by the end of 2 hours, basically. Hour apiece.
Oh. Well, you see, I have 5 naked versions of me, and they kind of need some armor.
I see that. Are you, like, sextuplets?
Sextuplets, yeah. Yeah.
No, right then. That's very unusual. Your mother must have been a very strong woman.
And you see, I have another brother here. I point at the stair. He's our older brother.
Okay.
Yeah. These guys need some armor.
I don't currently have that many in stock, but once again, if you give me a day, I could probably outfit all of them at serpent scale.
Well, you said you only have one. You say 1 an hour, so it'd take 5 hours to make.
Well,
5?
I have 2 partially in progress. That's why I would take an hour apiece.
Oh.
But by the end of the day, I could probably get all of them. Currently, you are in Pumont Soul's magic shop with the 2 duplicates of Pumont. One of them currently talking to the party. Another and Prime talking to the 9. And William is trying to figure out how to outfit his William army that is walking around behind him, wearing very thin layers of clothing that he stole from goblins.
Yep.
By the end of the day, I could give Serpent Scale to pretty much all of them.
Are you guys okay with that, or do you guys want me to try to find something else for them?
Caleb will cut in. If we wait today, Rieus is going to be gone.
It's fair. We can wait 2 hours, right, though? Is that okay? 2 hours?
We don't... I mean, assuming he's been waiting there all day, he probably didn't to the inn an hour ago. So...
We're already waiting 1 hour for skins thing, aren't we?
No, I decided not to buy that. I do, however. Could I buy the dimensional shackles? Do you have these here?
Dimensional shackles. What rarity are they?
Rare.
Rare. I don't like focusing on locking people in permanent stasis. Locking them on the plane, however, I've done once before. At the behest of the 9, actually. Versus a man, Trent Ikathon. I wasn't the one who personally gave him the first set of shackles, I don't believe. But renewing those shackles became a job for a while there that I had. So yeah, I can give you some dimensional shackles. They're old, but they're still magical, so they should still work.
I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to get a chance to use them against Rieus, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, wizards are slicky, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Damien, you want to buy the Horn of Valhalla again?
Oh, no.
Last time you bought that, it was a Herald of Death, so I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, guys, don't do that, because I don't want to get, 14 daggers in my throat again.
Wait, what?
I mean, the Horn of Valhalla just summons people. I mean, it's a
it's a bunch of barbarians. What I mean by the Herald of Death, it wasn't the avatars. I'm talking about when before you were actually a thing, before you came into the game, they bought the Horn of Valhalla to assault Rieus' compound, and they didn't even get to use it. They bought it and they saved up all their cash for it and fell unconscious immediately, and that's when they met you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what I mean by Herald of Death is they may just immediately collapse again.
Oh, okay. But, wait, so, is Guinevere here?
All of you are. It took several trips, but every single person you guys have is here, yes.
Okay, I'm going to buy, Guinevere a bow. Like, a good bow.
What kind of bow?
1 second, I'm looking.
Also, question, are they, what are they? Man, woman, child?
Man.
Man, okay. I need to know what kind of voice to give them. Masculine, feminine.
Also, I didn't really describe how they looked, but, they have a bunch of different skin colors, even, looking like tiefling colors, random parts of their body that are stitched on. And they have a bandaging around his eyes, and he sees by magical eyes that float around his head.
His eyes are disconnected.
Yeah, and they have blue flame around them.
You guys cannot hide. You guys could never stealth through a town ever. You guys stand out so much. Alright guys, we have a shriveled ball sack, we have a guy who's a bunch of different people, and his eyes float around his head like orbiting. We have 7 of the same people, same dude. 2 goblins.
I'd like to buy a potion of invulnerability, please.
What rarity is it?
Rare.
And isn't that the thing that stops spells from hurting you, or is it just make you immortal?
Resistance for 1 minute, resistance to all damage.
Oh, rare. Puma will say, "Yeah, I can swing that." And since you're with a 9, don't tell anybody I'm giving you the steal, but I only charge you 3,000.
Okay. And I'll buy some potions, and I'll tell you what I get that later.
Okay.
I have a feeling you don't have this, but I've heard about it before. I just want to know, do you have a 9 lives stealer?
I don't know what that is. No.
Never mind. Trying to find something for my armor.
You're not gonna get super busted items. I hate to break
Dwarven
it to
plate,
you.
dwarven plate. Yeah,
What does that even do?
+2 armor, and in effect, you're against your will. If an effect moves you against your will along the ground, you can use your reaction to reduce the distance you are moved up to 10 feet.
So it's a +2 armor set. What rarity?
Very rare.
I have one of those, but a lord asked for it, Dwarven Lord of the Dwindles, so if I were to sell it to you, you're going to have to beat their price. Their current price is 40,000. Anything above that, I'll sell it to you.
40,001.
I mean, like,
Gold.
beat it by 1,000 gold, kind of thing, because they are a lord after all, you know.
That's fair. I'll keep thinking about it.
Okay.
Gotta find something.
You realize you don't have to give them, like, super powerful. You could just equip them with light armor.
Yeah, but they need some beneficial armor. Adamantine armor.
Now that I have plenty of. I usually use it to create Dwarven mail, actually. So, I could just...
Four of those, and then for my special William here, my first ever creation, will get the 1 serpent scale armor you have.
Okay. So, bunch of adamantines and 1 serpent.
Yes.
All of those are the same rarity, right, Damien?
Yeah, both all uncommon.
For the I might as well just charge you base price. 400 for each of them, since you're bulk buying.
400 for each of them?
Yeah, 400 for every one of those items.
Okay.
It's a bulk buy, so I'm gonna just level out the cost, you know.
400 times 5. Okay, 2,000 gold's fine. Okay.
Anything anyone else is buying?
I'm gonna be.
Are we getting a discount for potions too?
It depends on if you're bulk buying, and it also depends on what kind of potion. Like, he isn't going to give a huge discount to everything, but he's just giving a slight discount because the nine are here.
Supreme healing, or I think it's superior healing. Yeah, supreme healing.
What rarity is supreme?
It's... I don't know, I think it's a rare, because it's for the normal rule that we normally have it, it's like 1,300.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right, though. Let me look at supreme.
Now they need weapons too.
Look at the rarity here. Oh, it's very rare. There ain't no way I'm charging you for that cost. Yeah, for supreme healing, I'll charge you. Let's say 1,500. It's a large discount comparatively.
1,500. That's. What is there any like discounts for how many are we? Is that like?
That's just what he's going to give you. It's just every time you buy one of those, he's going to cost you 1,500.
Oh wait, my bad. I'm gonna buy another adamantine armor.
In our one-shot rules, but okay.
Yeah. What?
I'm buying another adamantine armor.
Okay. Another 400.
I'm giving the scale mail to Astaire.
Okay.
Giving that AC. There we go. Do you have any crystal blades and/or gambler's blades?
I do have 2 gambler's blades. Gambling people came in. They put it up for bond, basically. If they wouldn't pay me for my item, I'd take that as compensation. They didn't pay me for the item, I took it as compensation. I got 2 of those. Crystal blades, I ain't got none of, actually. I don't know what really that would be. I have never made a crystal blade.
My old blade before.
If you want gambler's blades, aren't those like, what are they, rare?
Rare.
I gotta make up the cost for the other things, so altogether for both of them, I'll charge you, let's say, 7,000 for both.
That's more than a rare can be.
Rare's 5,000.
Oh, 7,000.
Yes, that's
wait.
divided by 2. 7,000 divided by 2 is...
Oh. Okay. I have to think about all this, man. I have 5 Williams to take care of.
I didn't think about this beforehand.
My bad.
What about you, Nim? Are you buying anything while this is all going on? Because you ain't said nothing. Also, Godwin. Anything else?
There's 2 bows that I'm looking at right now. I think. Does he have a storm bow?
I don't know what a storm bow is. I'll have to look at a storm bow real quick.
One sec, I'll copy and paste it to you.
Okay, I'm just buying 1 Supreme or Superior Health Potion.
It's Supreme. You were right the first time.
Yeah, shut up. Alright.
Oh yeah, for sure I would let you buy this.
How much?
It's only uncommon in rarity, but it is technically homebrew. But this isn't an extremely powerful item, so I would say let's just charge you 500 for it.
Okay. Okay, wait. I don't think we're looking at the same one.
Isn't it bolting charge, D6 of lightning damage to any ammunition with the bow? You can either decide the ammunition's magic effect or the bow's magic effect. Storm shot, 6 charges with a D10 of damage per charge used.
No. I sent you the one I was looking at on Discord.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to let me get this one. That's why I have another one.
A +1 bonus to attack, damage rolls. When you fire an evocation arcane shot. Oh, so this is specifically for the arcane archer.
Yeah.
Range attack. Spend 1 charge. You can spend 2 charge. Okay, when they use a ranger spell, expend 2 charges per spell slot to double the damage. It has 4 charges, so a max of 2nd level spell double damage.
Yeah, he doesn't have any ranger spells, but he does have spells.
I mean, this isn't. I don't know why you think this is broken.
It's pretty alright.
I mean, it's a +1 weapon. It does increase your spell DC by a little bit, and it increases your damage by a D6 if you do a lightning damage evocation shot. The only really broken bit would be the ranger spell.
Yeah, and he doesn't have.
And he doesn't have any of those, and even then, it's only a 2nd level spell slot that they can double the damage for.
Yeah.
See, I'll let you buy that. Like I said,
Right.
I'll just charge you 500 again. That's not that bad.
Alright, Superior Health Potion, Trent.
That's what, rare?
Yeah.
Now we'll not just go ahead and chop it off. Let's just make it 1,000.
Alright.
Nim just left.
Warning.
Weapon of
And I'm
warning?
assuming-
That's uncommon, yes?
Yes.
That's a very common item. I have plenty of those. Weapon of warning, I'll charge you, let's say, 200 gold for.
Okay.
I'm assuming greater health potions are going to be like 500.
Probably.
Okay.
The only one you know of a set price would be the basic ones.
That'll be
What are they doing, bro?
How much for your +1s and or +2 magic weapons? Just straight.
Just straight +1, +2s. I want to go ahead and say 350 per. For a
Per
+1.
+1 or what about +2?
+2s to go up to what, rare?
Yeah.
For those, that's a lot more. I'm gonna charge you probably 4,000.
Each?
Yeah.
Okay.
Per +2.
So I'll give this guy it. This guy will have the.
Okay, I think I'm done.
350 times 5.
Anything else, boys? You've already bought a good portion of my supply, and I welcome you for being good customers here. Come back any time, and if you have requests, I'll do it again. I know you're friends of the Nine now, so that might help your pricing a little bit.
This is our second time being here, so I don't know if that helps anything.
Yeah, I think it's been like a year, because I don't remember you. More than a year even, maybe.
Yeah.
Before I go, any +1 shields?
I currently... I keep 1 +1 shield in stock, so I can copy it. If you want it, I can give you.
I'm making you.
I could, once again... I have a good portion of those in creation. Every hour or so, I could generate another one.
Never mind.
Things take time. Most people don't buy this much, and most people who even buy plus armors usually give warning. They know that these things are rare and hard to make, and so they usually just tell me, "Hey, I'm gonna buy this." You guys came in here, bought everything off the shelves I had. It's gonna take me time to recover from this. I'm not the biggest shop in Zadash. Well, I am the biggest shop in Zadash. I'm not the biggest shop in the Empire. And I give a good portion to the Cerberus. Hey! At this point, one of the Pumot Prime, you see his goggles, like, come down to his face, and you see one of his eyes get extremely large over onto the Williams. His eyes then, like, zoom back out, and it comes back off. And then the simulacrum talking to you just kind of cocks his head to the side. How do you have all of those? Like, the Cerberus assembly, and he points to the wall, gave me that artifact. It allowed me to have 2 simulacrums. You have 5.
Yeah.
How? That breaks every law of magic.
A simple spell, really?
No.
No, it's not. Once we do it again, well, to me, it kind of comes out as pretty simple.
Your friend here, Caleb, is the most powerful wizard I know personally. He can cast 1 simulacrum, unless he spends months creating a artifact to let him carry 2, at most.
Look, there's a lot of things we don't know about William, but...
That's wild, man. I can show you if you want to wait 12 hours. I can make another one.
No, I don't think I want this kind of power in my shop. Whatever it may be.
Okay.
Because I don't think that this is normal.
You think I'm somewhat normal is crazy to me.
I think that you are, for the most part, a normal person, but I don't know what kind of deals you've made to have this power.
I didn't make any deals to get this kind of power.
Sure.
I'm being honest. All I did was do something, and he gave me this.
Okay. Anything else you're gonna buy? Because I honestly, I don't care that much. I just don't want the power in my shop. You see,
yeah,
I
don't
want the danger, you know.
I don't want to do any danger to your place. I actually really like this place.
You're right, he is crazy, by the way. I don't know why I even said he was partially normal.
Yeah, you shouldn't say that.
Okay, do you have like any normal clothes though? Because I'm tired of seeing all these Williams being naked. I mean, you just bought armor.
Yeah, he bought armor, and also they're not just naked. They are wearing like simple clothing, very simple, because they just stole it from goblins and are just using it as basic stuff. But
now that I'm thinking about it, you see my robes, right? Do you see my older brother's clothes? Can you kind of copy my kind of robes and then kind of give them that outfit too?
Do you mean like just
simple purple robes with some golden lettering that says crawfish?
I'm not a tailor.
Is there one around?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, then I'll go there.
All right. So you're gonna walk out and go and find that.
I'm gonna go try to find someone that can give the exact same look as William's purple clothes.
I'm gonna look
It's his
at the
crawfish.
Zadash and see if I can find it. Oh, it doesn't say. I don't know why I don't have one of these here.
I know there was one before because I remember William leaving and getting this.
I know there was, but I think it was literally just called. Oh, yes, it's called Clothing Company. That's why I didn't see
Yes, yes. It is called that. I remember
it. Yes. You find your way back to Clothing Company, where you originally bought this clothing that you now wear.
that. I want the same thing, but all 5 Williams have a different color, so they can be the rainbow.
I wonder you.
And
You do know that it did take me like a day to create the clothing you wear now. You know that, right?
Oh,
Because
no,
you wanted the
not the
enchantment that
magical
repaired
part.
itself.
No, not the enchantments. Just kind of put crawfish on 5 different colored robes. Like
So
mine.
you want to color
I don't want
code your brothers?
Yeah, because no one can really tell us apart, and we all have the same name. My name's William. You guys can introduce yourselves.
Alright, I'm William. Hey, William, right here.
See,
The
we're all
good-
Williams, so we kind of have the color code. I'm the purple one, and they're just Williams. They need kind of colors.
Alright. I don't care.
Can you get red?
Come back
can you
in
get
an
red,
hour and I
green?
will have pasted that crawfish. I'll sew it in for you and border it.
Can you? Okay, I want the red, green, light blue.
Hey, Chase is joining.
Hey, cheers!
I want black and then white. Those 5 colors.
Alright. Give me a moment. He goes
Okay.
over and grabs a clothing a piece. It's going to take me, like I said, like an hour to embroider this, and he starts fervently working. I'm not going to charge as much because you're not going to have the enchantment. You already said you didn't care
What-
for it.
What if I make you faster though?
How do you going to plan to make me faster?
I can cast a simple spell to make you move at a quicker pace.
Hey, if you're going to cast haste on me, your mind doesn't catch up with your hands. I will stab myself 100 times. I'm not going to keep it.
I can cast haste. if you
No,
want
I'm
me to
saying I
cast
don't
that.
want you to cast haste.
Oh,
It'll make me stab myself. Your mind doesn't speed up, just your hands.
got it.
So he starts embroidering. He is going to charge you, since it's just basic clothing, though they are technically fine clothing, 15 gold
They're nobles'
pieces.
clothes.
Yeah, 15 gold pieces
Well,
per.
noble clothes are 10 gold.
Oh, I thought it was
Noble
10.
clothing's
Never
10
mind.
gold.
I thought it was 15.
It's
So 10.
gold.
10 gold per William. So 50 gold total for this.
Sure.
Hi,
Alright.
Chase. By the way, there's 6 Williams.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is 6
Yeah.
Williams. Are you are
Wow.
on Puma Soul's shop right now? Are you
Don't worry
buying
about it.
anything?
Don't worry about it. There's 6 Williams and then 6. Then there's a 7th one, but it's William's older brother.
Yeah, they 3 of them have personal knights that follow them everywhere. William cast Simulacrum using the Wish spell 5 times. Godwin owns a keep next to Port Damali and a keep in Brokebank. You all own the keep in Port Damali. Not Port Damali. What's that place called? Palmaflora. You guys all own part of a keep in Palmaflora. You haven't been in this in a while. You were behind a good bit. After you guys got Blake back, you went to Skins' village. Skins' village, you had that whole thing happen where it was like a destroyed village. They teleported to the menagerie, walked to Palmaflora. On the way, they drew a bunch of magic cards. Once Skins got feeble-minded, you cured Skins of his feeble mind, but dropped a castle on your head in the process. You fought your way out of a vampire's lair. That's the first keep you got. The Palmaflora thing, you at one point did a deal where you went into basically the core of the earth and fought a giant machine and escaped and took out a true dwarf, a really, really, really old dwarf, one of the first dwarves ever created, alongside 2 of his machines. That's where you got the Palmaflora deed. Then you guys got the first castle, the mercenary one, and then Brokebank was just a side effect of another card being pulled.
And William giggles at you and snaps his fingers, and your intelligence went down by 2
Yes,
from your card that you pulled.
because remember you did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bunch of random stuff happened. You missed, what, 3 sessions?
He actually was here when we got feeble-minded.
Oh, I couldn't remember when his last session was he played.
Yeah, he. When
I
got
thought he was
feeble-minded when we got-
before the Overseer, when he couldn't play.
Yeah, we got feeble-minded like after the Overseer.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't think he was there for the Overseer, which I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't. He was. The last session he played was the one we got feeble-minded, so he's only missed like a session.
Either way, bunch of wacky stuff happened. Now there are 5 Williams, and you are in a magic shop buying equipment. And you are... The information you currently have that the Mighty Nine just gave you is that Kaz, the guy in Zadash that you've never met, but the party only interacted with once, has told you that there is a... basically a slaver house that Rieus is setting up in Zadash, and that there is Rieus was spotted next to one of the 2 lakes that are man-made in Zadash. Right now, you are basically stalking up to go see Rieus on the lakeside.
Okay. Good to know.
You're either extremely
That's all
quiet
the
or I just can't hear you.
information.
I thought you said...
Yeah, Chase, you're super quiet, man.
I'll be right back.
That's funny, dude. Joins. I'll be right back.
His mom's probably making him take a shower, bro.
Can you hear me?
Whoa. No.
You, really lagged, but you're louder for sure.
Can you hear me
You're
better
louder,
now?
but you cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close my
Chase,
door.
take a shower now.
Shut up. Cool bean.
Alright. Anything else you guys are doing in Zadash before going to interact with Rieus?
Oh boy.
By the way, we're being diplomatic first, Chase.
Yeah. We're gonna be talking it out, and if we can't, we'll fight.
All right.
We tried
and-
that before.
Yeah, but now we're smarter.
I mean, you tried that before, but also keep in mind, your diplomatic idea was to charge into his compound and threaten him.
No, we're going to the place.
Yeah, this time you are. I mean, last time, that was our diplomatic idea, was to charge into his home.
Yeah, but this time I told Caleb to keep up detect magic.
Yeah?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll stealth checks for me, and I'm also probably gonna roll stealth checks for Bat. I'm going to cast Passive Trace.
Alright. You also have Caduceus, and he is technically going to slow you down in this pursuit of stealth.
That is why I'm casting Passive Trace in the first place.
Yeah, who knows? He has disadvantage. Oh, he got a nat 20, but he has disadvantage. Oh, okay, that's okay. 15. 17.
Alright, now for me, I have advantage.
Oh, wait, 17 plus 10. 27.
Yeah, okay, so... Give me a second, because that's a pretty big bonus. Give me... Alright, so...
What do you have, a plus 22 or something?
Dude.
I have a 38 right now.
Yeah.
I'm rolling Bat now.
You guys see really
I
into the
didn't-
colors
I
of the
didn't see
Power
that.
Rangers.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that-
literally what you just bought, wasn't it?
Bat,
Yep.
Bat
Yeah.
has a 35. So 38 and 35.
By the way, Damien, I want you to go ahead and make a just perception check for me. Specifically William here.
Normal William?
Yes, because you're the one with all the items that you would have over the course of the campaign.
Just a normal perception check.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You
To
now,
27.
Now that you look at it, and now that you're like dealing with magic items and stuff, and like thinking and writing down and digging through your pouch that you keep on you at all times, reaching to your other side and pulling out your coin pouch and stuff, you feel your hand touch the bottom of your bag. Your magical bag. That's not supposed to have a bottom.
Bag of holding?
Yes. Your hand touches it, and then you feel around. Yeah. This is just a normal bag. A few items were kept in it, of course, to throw you off. But now that you're talking about magic items and digging in there consistently, your bag, it looks almost exactly the same. You also notice a few differences. Very slight ones. But you no longer have your bag of holding and anything that would have to be stored in it.
We knew it was gonna happen.
Including your deck of many things, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna happen.
We knew it was gonna happen.
All right, game
We
over.
said
Let's die.
this. We
Yeah.
said this.
I told you, someone's going to steal that. You've done it so much. There's no way
Does
they're
anyone
not
have
going
a great
to.
card left?
And your passive is not high enough to see who stole it.
Wait, I can ask who stole it.
From what?
He has the card.
Me and
He
Chase
has a
both
card.
have
Oh,
one of
so
those.
do you want to meditate and ask the gods who stole
Wait.
my deck of many?
I also have that card, but I guess if BL wants to do it. Who has it?
I feel like, Jesus, who stole our cards?
You hear in response, kind of in your mind, but also from a particular voice that you kind of remember from not too long ago.
Yep.
The one who you brought to existence in this world with them. You understand that to mean that Vax stole your cards.
That what?
Oh, I'm
Vax
fine with
stole your
that.
cards.
I'm fine with... Dude, no, that's actually good.
Yeah, you're the guy.
Wait.
You brought him into this world by tearing a rift in the plane of death. He saw you use them again and knew where you stored them. Like I said, he was likely in the corner of the room while you were going, hey, and pulling cards. And so he
Wait.
stole your deck of many.
Vax is the
Oh,
guy
that's
that
fine.
spawned after we spawned all those death avatars, and because he's like the avatar of death.
Yeah, he's
And-
the champion of the Raven Queen. He came into existence because you guys basically tore a hole, and the friggin' realm fabric of reality's first response is to send the champion to stop the hole from getting massive and destroying the balance of the world. So he was forced into the world and saw you guys later playing with the deck of many cards again, or deck of many things, and so he just stole the bag they were stored in.
That's fine.
He's a rogue. There's no way you guys were ever... He's like a 20th or 17th level rogue with Fog Cloud. Like, you're not going to see him. That's why you didn't have the passive
That's...
to.
Honestly, I'm okay with having those, because they already have one set of them.
Yeah, that's another reason. They know that they can handle them. They haven't destroyed
Yeah.
the world.
We
Vox
cannot.
Machina has them. Yeah, Vox Machina has the second thing of digging things. Okay.
They survived with the
fine.
deck of many when the deck of many still had the void card that ended the campaign.
Yes.
But,
So
yeah, now
no-
that you know that,
no-
keep in mind,
no-
any item that would have had been stored in there is gone.
So items I got. I just have my shield, my armor, my shard can be in my pocket. The stones can be in my pocket. The alchemy jug's definitely gone. The other alchemy jug's gone. The cloak is on my back. The hook of Fisher's Delight is definitely can just be on my fishing hook. That's on my back. Big hovering plates are definitely gone. And that's all I have. The
Surprising.
money I think I would keep.
Keep in mind, anyone, all of you, not just William, all of you that had any items that would have been stored in that bag, it's gone. So go
I'm
through
not giving
your...
nothing to William.
Some things you would have had to have stored in an extra dimensional pocket. You can't carry a huge boat in your back pocket kind of thing. Anything you would to have stored in the magical pocket is gone off all of you. Because that was the magical pocket.
No, I don't have it. All right, let's just buy that one. Buy it again. Get another one.
I'll buy a bag of holding.
Yeah. Puma will have that. He'll charge you 500 gold for it.
I'll just be
Hey,
like,
also,
I'll-
I'm just asking, what did Caduceus roll for stealth?
Caduceus, I already said 27.
Okay,
Total.
27.
17 plus 10, 27.
Yeah.
It's a
after
33
buying-
average.
After buying the bag of holding, knowing Vax is definitely still here, be like, yeah, this is a smart idea. We kind of use them a lot. I yelled that out in the street. I say, good job, Vax.
You hear ravens crow in
much.
response, but no human voice.
Okay. Well, I have this new bag. It's empty. Can I at least have my plates back? It just makes me hover.
Once again,
Please.
nothing comes back.
I'll check the bag of holding.
What do you mean you'll
'Cause
check
he
the bag of
knows-
holding?
Because he can definitely just go past me without me noticing.
Oh, you mean the one you just bought? No, there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
No, there ain't nothing in there. He isn't that stealthy. He can't walk through the middle of the day, open your bag of holding you just purchased and are actively looking at,
He has
slide
a plus
something
30
in.
to stealth. He has a plus 30 to stealth. I believe he can.
At most points in time, he could definitely do that, but not when you're actively looking for him.
That's fair. Okay.
Anything
Guess
else
are
you
we
guys are buying,
continuing now?
or are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I want to buy a broom for my
A
No.
flying broom?
broom
No,
for him.
no, don't.
Keep in mind, if they fall off, because they have low HP, they could just
dead.
immediately fall and die. Same thing you did, remember?
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah, that's the
That's what I
same
was saying
reason
no
I don't
to.
recommend Damien playing Owlin in your campaign that you're doing, but he is.
I'm playing a fairy, not now. It's
Same thing, they can both
the
fly.
same thing. Yeah.
Either way, are you guys ready to go now?
1 second. Wait, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like D&D wise, I was wanting to show you guys.
We're playing. I don't know what you're talking about. We've been playing this session for like 20 minutes.
I know that. I meant like you asked a question of like if we were ready. I was already saying something before that, but it kind of like cut me off. So it sounded like I said no to that, and I was clarifying that.
Just what are you saying? What? What were you saying?
I was gonna take a picture of this thing I drew for my character,
Okay.
send it to the thing while we were like preparing, like for whatever we was getting.
That was the most convoluted way you could have explained what you were trying to say.
Leave me alone, lug nut, knucklehead.
Oh, wow.
He got you.
He's a goofy goober.
Where do I need to send this picture to?
Just send
On
it
the
to the
Discord.
Fate of You side chat.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Hold up.
It's you're
I don't
stupid.
know either.
I figured it out.
Didn't take very long.
Lug nut.
Fish.
That is the mask my guy's gonna wear, and that's his sword.
Which
He's
guy?
talking about me, by the way.
Oh, for your campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm like, that. I don't understand that, because BL doesn't wear a mask.
No, this is for my rogue.
You're like a cultist looking guy. Alright,
It's an Oni's mask.
that has some relation to this current thing, technically, if you think back long enough in this timeline. However, your troop, now gathered with all the supplies, items and clothing purchased, an hour waited, you will regroup back at Pumot Soul's shop, and Beauregard begins to lead you up to the northern right lake that they were telling us that Rieus was at. Rieus you don't hear or see anything of him as usual. It's a very common thing not to be able to notice anything about them. Even with this amount of perception, though, like, Caduceus should see people, even if they're extremely stealthy. However, he doesn't know anything, or point out anything at least. And as your troop makes its way up, the day is still high because it's very, very morning, and it's about noon at this point in time. And you guys see, very nonchalantly, what looks to be Rieus. And his normal garb, his star-speckled cloak, with his, what seems to be his traveling boots off and set to the side, with his legs dipped into the cool water of one of these man-made lakes. And what looks to be a young kid that looks eerily similar to him. Same white hair, running around, just playing on the lakeside. And splashing back up at Rieus as he's sitting there. You also see a secondary Rieus who is looking out over the lake and seems to be keeping more vigilant eye. The exact same man. And the only one of you who have a high enough passive investigation is our man Godwin here. You can see the one keeping watch is the simulacrum Rieus.
Okay. So, Godwin is going to approach this simulacrum and make his presence known. Like, make it known that he's not a threat.
Yeah. You begin to approach, the Mighty Nine keeping a distance, but approaching as well, slowly. The simulacrum easily notes
Godwin.
you. And you, I'm assuming, keeping with Godwin. But the simulacrum notes you and turns back around. And then seemingly mentally connects with the real Rieus, who stands up and trades positions while the child isn't looking. The simulacrum now taking the position of the one playing with the kid. While true Rieus looks back towards you. And Nim vanishes and reappears again. Now that the true Rieus is looking at you, he just seems to be kind of just gazing your direction. Doesn't seem worried. Doesn't even seem to have spells prepared on him. And Caleb does whisper up to you. He doesn't even have any magical defenses.
Don't let your guard down.
Understood.
Godwin's gonna approach him, and like you notice, like the entire time that Godwin's like around Rieus or is like talking to him, he kind of has his nose like turned up.
You're trying to be
Greetings.
snobbish.
Rieus,
Greetings, slave. I thought you were dead. Well, no, I didn't think you were dead. How did you survive?
I'm stronger than you trained me to be, I suppose.
Keeping secrets, yes.
I'm not the only one.
Fair enough. I did start vetting out my people after you were shown to be a threat. Found a few more who knew too much, and so I got rid of them. You made my place safer with what you did. I thank you for that. I also have the question of why are you here today? I know you're coming after me. I heard you were raising the 9 through Kaz. I know you knew the 9 through Kaz. He sells information both ways, and he didn't know that I was hunting you at the time. Or you're hunting me, more precisely.
I figured you would have known why we are here.
I can guess.
The orb.
The orb? You mean Halas's old tower? What do you want
Yes,
with
sir.
it? There's nothing in there for you. You don't even know magic. Not enough, at least.
I suppose I just don't want you to have it.
I could give it to you right now and not lose anything of any true value, other than a great laboratory and repository of old knowledge that could come in handy. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't even have it on me today, so tough luck.
Why did you put yourself out here, Rieus?
And like I said, I knew you were trying to hunt me. I heard that you were going to gather the 9, so I decided might as well just talk to you and let you know that it's not smart continuing your wanton revenge for no reason. I've done nothing to you. Only revenge. Not even revenge. Usually just getting you out of the way. You're the ones who are the definition of insanity at the moment.
Well, I have a feeling that you're not really telling me everything, but why would you?
Why else would I put myself out here? I have nothing to gain by being in Zadash. I only put that outpost out there because I know it would pressure Kaz. That's nothing to do with you.
Okay, wait. That the orb is what we're looking for, right? The cloning thing?
I don't know. That's up to you guys.
Because that's what I assumed we were going after him for. Because he couldn't clone.
But as he said,
Yeah.
he doesn't have or at least he said he doesn't have the orb. And Caleb said he didn't have anything magic on him other than his cloak. So
Yeah, that's what we're pretty much looking for, like, the orb. If he doesn't give us the orb either way, we're going to have to go get him.
So, when did you decide to become a father? And Godwin gestures to the kid running around. I thought you liked pets more than family.
to be perfectly honest, when I could make one myself without relying on anyone else to do it. That right there is, oddly enough, an old ally of mine that you saw die. Their mind is still not sharp, and their body is less so, but they are also me. That body is something I created, and then transferred a soul into, other than my own. The, others, not you. William here will understand who I'm talking about when I say the old assassin. Yeah. Once they grow up, they'll be basically as strong as they were, and also not mute anymore.
Rieus, this rivalry has gone on long enough.
You're not my rivals. You just hate me.
There's much to hate.
Agreed.
Give us the orb, and then we will be on our way. We have no reason to trouble you.
Like I said, I don't have it today. And even if I did, I wouldn't give it to you. Giving it to you to give back to Halas would be a waste. He already knows everything in there, for the most part. And he failed. He had thousands of years. And smarter minds than even exist today. And he failed to complete his mission before he fell into a stupid, simple trap that a simple identifier would have countered. I found the crystal, and he pulls out what looks to be a red crystal thing. This is the original trapped crystal that he thought he could magic jar himself in. At some point he was transferred into another. I think he may have just done that out of sheer will. I'm not certain. Maybe a precaution, but this is the original one. He throws the crystal on the floor in front of you. It sinks into the dirt slightly. He's stupid. He failed in his mission. If you give the orb back to Halas, it'll sit there, the knowledge unused, for who knows how long. Until he either figures out how to be destructive, and or cause destruction with it, and or how to succeed. That could be either tearing a plane into hell itself, or creating a cloning facility, as was his mission. He will give you basically a 50-50 shot, with how reckless he is, to destroy or keep the world alive. If I keep the orb, well, I've already succeeded for the most part. I have a more clever mind than one that is thousands of years old. His mind is dull and destroyed. You may not know, or maybe you do. I know Caleb does. And yes, I know the Mighty Nine. They were the ones who killed the original owner of this organization. That man, Halas, is not the original owner of the tower. He is back in Aeorian times. And he sat there for 1,000 years. Less for him, but still. 100 maybe. His mind obviously is destroyed, or at least more so damaged. I am the next step in evolution for the wizards of this world. You can't give it back to him. If you give it to Caleb a bit unused, might as well let me have it.
I care not about the knowledge, nor really the world.
And yet you keep that crystal in your chest. It's the same knowledge that you wish is right there, guaranteeing that I'm right.
Rieus, all I care about, what you are going to do with that power.
What do you think that is?
Nothing good.
How can you say that? What have I done that has been fully evil?
You kept me as a slave.
And you weren't a good person before that. I made you better. I make everyone better. I don't just dredge up the bottom of society, or anyone I wish. You, like everyone, or most at least, took a job that was morally gray, and found more powerful enemies than promised. Everyone does that. You just happen to be socked in the side of the head when you are supposed to be doing something iffy. I'm not an evil person. I don't take good people. I take those who are foolish and dangerous. Those who take hired hits. Those who take stealing jobs from innocent people. Those who rummage out in the backs and mug old ladies on the way home from the market. Those are the people I take. Young people who've fallen down the wrong path. And I show them that path leads to terrible things. None of them are good. Nothing is truly evil that I do. I am cleaning the streets, same as any law force. Some places would consider my law kind and merciful.
Any man who has lived through one of your camps will know.
Not to do it again. They will know not to do it again.
They will know that no being deserves that fate.
Yes.
Be locked away, devoid of chance.
They have opportunity to earn their freedom. All they have to do is find the right person that will be kind to them or prove their worth so much that they befriend whoever buys them. That's what I did. I was a slave once. I understand the trials and tribulations and never want to experience again. No one wants to experience it again. He looks back at the Mighty Nine, specifically like Caleb, the one that seems to be the leader of the troop. One of the slaves that the Oni that you guys slayed kept. I was actually his head slave. I was out in the forest fetching herbs to make him herbal tea. Close to the grotto that I think Caduceus was in, or came from at least. I've done research on you, and I know that you are the ones who bested my predecessor. I was the head of the slave group, more or less, like a servant. When he fell, I took the opportunity. I was so liked by the others in that organization, the ones who survived, the ones who were not in the house at the time and were out and about, that they just immediately promoted me above several others. and the several others that should have gotten the promotion were cold. Not by me, but by others who believed in me more. I'm not a bad person, and I understand how it is to be a slave, but I run a just organization. So tell me once more why you're here, what you're here to do. What betterment does this give to anyone to chase me endlessly and bring more and more allies to die against a man who only wishes to defend himself and quietly grow and clean the streets?
I'll make an insight check.
Sure.
Wait.
Why are you the only one that said that, bro?
Yeah, surprisingly, no one has made that insight check yet.
I was waiting to the very end of the conversation to make one.
Oh.
I was waiting for Godwin and Rieus to stop talking to make inside checks on both of them. But I guess if you're gonna do it, I won't do it.
No, you probably have a better one, but
my character was observing them both. I was gonna make inside checks on both of them, if that's okay.
I think that's a second.
So is that what you're
Trent,
doing?
can
Are you making inside checks on both Rieus and Godwin?
Yes.
Well, I got a 17.
17. Alright, we'll wait for his roll. Godwin, make a deception check for me as well.
Or persuasion.
Or
Whatever you
persuasion,
wanna
depending
make.
if you're lying or trying to convince him that it's true or whatever.
21 on that one. That was for
Pretty
Godwin.
good.
And a 21 for Rieus.
You know Rieus is a very charismatic fellow. You've known he knew he was the entire time you talked to him. The first time you met him, there was an immediate sense of unnormal charm for a man of his station and dread. None of you can tell. He rolled a natural 20.
22.
Damn.
So none of you can tell anything about this conversation. They could all be lying. They could all be telling the truth. Who knows?
Hey, Trent,
Yep.
I'm going to use my Luxon beacon, and I'm going to make him have disadvantage with that roll.
Can you do that? Because I'm pretty sure the Luxon Beacon only gives you advantage.
No, well, Sean talked about it before, and that's what he said he could do with it.
Yeah, I
I'll
could
look
do
it up.
that.
I'm gonna look up the Luxon Beacon real quick.
Oh, same.
Because
Is it called Luxstone Beacon?
Luxon, the same thing they had in the Mighty Nine, Luxon, the Luxon Beacon. That's what he got. He got the Mighty Nine orb, basically, that they had for the entire thing. Fragment of
when a creature
Possibility.
with a- Makes an attack roll, it can expend.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you can't give them disadvantage.
Okay.
I don't see that.
You can, if they have advantage or disadvantage, I think you can choose which of the D20s they have to use.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh no. Fine. Alright. I tried.
I will shrug Godwin aside and try to talk with him,
Okay.
whispering very quietly, like a good little distance away from where he was before.
Rieus will start
God.
whistling as you're obviously trying to keep a private conversation. He's just
Problem.
trying to amuse you, basically.
What?
What do you say we do? You can see him quite he's shaking a little bit. He are we combat or are we what? What are we doing here? I know me and Skins and a couple others want to kill this man. How many times we have to? We're the one talking with him right now.
William, answer me honestly. I have not been with you long. Why do you chase Rieus?
Ever since the beginning. He's a slaver. Even if he has decent reasons of why he wants to do it, it's not a good thing. And he's also killed us. He could have He's killed a couple of us, and I don't think that's a good thing. I kill people, and I don't think that's good either. But he's still bad. And one day I know, hopefully, someone will take me down. I want this man killed.
I want you to make a deception check
Or-
for me. You did lie
or at
about
least-
something in there.
Uh-huh.
Do I make insight?
Yeah, make an insight because I just want to. I want to
does-
see if you saying that because like, are you just speaking to him or are you speaking to your troop and away from Rieus?
I'm just talking to God and by ourselves. No,
But I want to make sure that technically there is a sense that he has to make a insight here or have an insight passive or whatever it would be.
Okay.
Okay, one sec. I don't have very good insight.
I have a really good deception.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah. Okay. So what
30.
you said is true. 30.
A 30.
Well,
He has tortured us and several others. I think he needs to be stopped. I don't know if we kill him or just keep him locked down. I don't want him causing any more things he's done in the past. He's probably still doing stuff, and I want that done. I know it would make all of us feel better, and a lot of other people be free. Even if they are bad, they shouldn't be tortured like this. I say we stop him, but what do you say we do? Do we talk to our group about everything, or are we just fighting? I don't know what we're doing.
William,
I never make that call. I always let someone else do it, so.
I believe it is best for us to... It is best for us to negotiate terms of peace.
Terms of peace with us, yes, but what about all those people he has slaves? Do you think that's okay for him to have? Even if he has good morals for it? I don't think he should be keeping slaves up. I say we do have peace. I've been trying to make him shake my hand and have peace. That is a truthful thing. Just want him to shake my hand up. That'll be a peace. That'll be a peace treaty. We can make up other rules for it. And afterwards, we're good with Rieus, but I don't want him having any more slaves. I don't want him torturing any more people than he has. I don't want that to happen. I know none of us want him to have slaves. So what do you think we should do about that? Because he will not make an agreement for him to not have any more slaves. He'll make a peace treaty with us, but not more for slaves.
William, we are not good men. We are not heroes. We are
No, we're
out
not.
for ourselves. If the 99 could not stop this organization in the first place, what business do we have rooting our noses in it?
I know we're not heroes. If anything, we're villains, trying to be heroes. I know that we're not doing anything good, but I don't. I'm trying to change slowly, and I hope that you can understand my point here. Yes, we're not heroes, but we're certainly not this bad. It's stopping the greater evil. Do you
Well-
think we're worse than a torturing slave owner that's killed a good few people and has a lot of slaves? You were one of those slaves.
But he was correct about me. He captured me doing something I shouldn't have been doing.
And in favor, he did something horrible back to you. For I don't know even how long. That's not good.
But is it really any different than being locked in a dungeon? Or hanged?
Too bad it don't make it right, man. And I want to stop him. No man has a right to lock other people away. Not in no prisoners, yes. Slaves are a different thing. If they are bad people, if you say you were a bad person, you should have been imprisoned, not slaved.
But
That's why prisons are there. To lock bad people away.
William,
He's not an officer.
If I had been locked in prison, I would have never gotten out.
Maybe that was a good thing if you did something that bad. And if you were enslaved, you probably wouldn't have gotten out either unless we made a ruckus. And that's how you escaped, was because of us. And you fighting him off. Either way, you were going to be stuck there.
I think the best call is to get the orb and then leave him alone.
I don't like that plan.
We are not just looking out for ourselves anymore, William.
I know.
We have people. This goose chase, it cannot go on.
There has to be a way to stop him without having to kill other people. I know there's a way. That's the only reason why I'm keeping chasing after him. I want to have a peace treaty. I've been asking to shake my hand every time I've seen him. Yes, I want to kill him, but I won't do it unless I have to. But I know there's a way to stop him from doing what he's doing without having to kill our friends or kill him. I know there's a way.
Frankly, I have zero hope in that plan. But if this is truly how you feel, then, well, I will support you.
Well, we're a team. I don't go just for what I want. I am just one person out of, I look around, probably about 20 people now, including our magic people that we summoned. One of us don't make the choices. This is just me. I don't like letting him be a slave owner. I don't think there should be any slaves. But if everybody else just makes the peace treaty and then we walk away, sure, I'll hate it and have to convince myself every night to not go out and probably kill myself trying to stop it. But if you all agree to not do this, I won't do it. But I don't want to have any more slaves. I think we should talk with our people before we make any more decisions by ourselves. There's no leaders in our group, even though Skins is not the leader, he's a daddy.
Pretty much.
We should, yeah, he's our dad. We should talk to everybody, see what everybody's choices are, and after that we make what we do. If more people say attack, we attack. More people say we make a peace treaty and that's it. Or if we all agree, or the most agree to stop him from being a slave in the best way we can, then we do that. Is that okay with you?
Of course.
Okay. Insight check. Again. At that statement. Of being okay with
Roll
this.
inside versus detection.
Oh, natural 20! Oh.
22.
Natural 22, but I got a natural 20 for it. Are you being truthful about all of this? Are you gonna be okay with it? Do you
Yeah.
just want to make... Okay. Alright, so let's take a minute to talk to everybody. And then we make our choice.
Alright.
So what's the deal? Rieus will stop whistling and cut back in. You've been talking for like 5 minutes here. Are you going to try and fight me? You going to try and kill me? Because I'm not going to wait on you to have a whole full-blown communal discussion with your 20-plus people. You had to have had this decision made. Like, you knew what you were coming here for, right? Apparently an orb that I'm not going to give to you.
We were going to come here and kill you and take it, but we are having a change of heart.
We don't want to kill you.
Good, then stop
Doing
trying to
that,
chase me.
We're not chasing you for that. We are gonna talk and have a vote to what we're doing. Okay? You probably already heard everything we talked about, so let us just
No,
do
I
this one
didn't
thing.
care about what you were talking about. I don't
Oh.
care.
Let us just have a vote to what we're doing because our team doesn't know a single thing anymore, pretty much. So we're gonna have a talk.
Alright, let's make this
Be like
quick.
with you.
Who votes to kill me? Say I. And he shouts this out to your huge group of people. The Mighty Nine are just not going to raise their hand. They don't know this guy. The Williams are going to raise their hand how you wish them to raise their hand.
Okay.
Your
The
brother
good
will do
one-
the same. He is also extremely loyal to you. Every one of you have people who will immediately listen to you directly.
Okay.
B team isn't here, and they're the only ones who have proper thought. So,
Wait, is B team here?
no. B team was
No,
left back
no, the
at
team is not here.
the
Okay,
castle,
good.
Godwin's castle.
Yeah, I left them there to run it pretty much.
Yeah, dude, they would have died if they were here.
I don't know. Arctic's pretty good.
Well, the others aren't.
That's fair. The others aren't really that well. But currently, he just shouted that out, and you guys have a bunch of people who will, no matter what, listen to your responses. Like, everyone except for BL, basically, and Nim. So I'm going to assume that you're probably not going to judge the votes of 5 Simulacrum Williams, and also every single knight that will only answer to who is their person.
Just the player characters. Just
Yeah,
the player
just
characters.
player
and then
characters.
99.
Skins is
player
not
characters.
here and is hidden, so he can't vote.
He
So-
can if he wants to pop out.
He would have to willingly come out into the open.
Which I'm
Currently,
not.
you have 4 voters, unless Skins does that. So, BL, Nim, Godwin, and William, he just shouted, "If you wish to kill me, say aye," and raised his hand up in a mock motion of a vote.
I'll wait to see what other people say.
Godwin keeps his hand down and like kind of stares down at the ground.
BL flips them off.
So, are you voting
I think that's
aye?
one vote. I think that's one vote for I.
Yep.
Are you voting to kill
Alright.
Rieus or to not kill Rieus and try and negotiate peace?
Nimi,
I'm voting.
d-
I'm voting kill Rieus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nimi, we're voting if you want to kill Rieus or not. If you want to kill Rieus, say I.
Oh no, kill Rieus. I don't know if that means oh no, kill Rieus or oh no, kill
Oh
Rieus.
no, kill Rieus. Yeah, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, you needed a comma in there to clarify, and I don't know what that means. No, kill Rieus. So 2 for no, 1 for yes. What about you?
You see, I want to, but I don't think it's a good thing to do. That's all I'll say.
So that's a no. So Rieus just claps his hand together and says, "Well, that's settled. Off you go. Back to your keeps and castles."
Was that the peace treaty? What?
I've never came for you. I don't know what peace treaty you're hoping to strike. I've never once hunted you down, except for when you destroyed my menagerie thing. And then I did lash out with elementals, but after that I've never hunted you. So, yeah, that's your peace treaty. Best you're gonna get. You're the ones who've come after me.
Godwin? I'll whisper back to him. What the fuck?
Oh.
Is that it?
I mean, yeah, that's it.
I'm whispering to Godwin.
Yeah, you're whispering, but he's just going over and over. He is going to assume that you're
Oh.
still debating. He's just going, "Yep, that's it. You guys are done."
Godwin, are we still gonna talk to our friends about trying to make him stop? Or we're We're gonna have to. Yeah, we're talking about that to our friends after we walk away.
Well,
I don't know if we should walk away.
William,
Yes.
the Mighty Nine are here for a reason. We have to complete this mission.
So we need to get the orb. That's what they want. And we need to stop with.
That's our condition.
Then let's talk with everybody. Do not keep your eyes off of Rieus.
I'm going to go
Wait.
keep him busy. You go talk to the rest.
Okay. I'm gonna try to talk with everybody in a group that's here. So I think Skins is out of this.
The only ones who are going to really make a vote is your 4 player characters. No one else cares.
And well, the Mighty Nine does care.
The Mighty Nine, they know that they're only here because of you. They understand that they don't know everything about this guy, and from what he has just shouted out to them, they don't know if he's lying, they don't know nothing about him. They can't tell if this is the truth. So what they said, well, all that they basically heard, all that the people who are going to make the decision for the 9 heard, was more or less, I'm going to use the magic in the orb, everyone else will let it sit there. And they're here for the orb, but they also understand that. So it's basically up to you guys to decide, do you trust Rieus with the orb, or do you wish to fight to the death over this orb, more or less? Because they will do either. They have no knowledge of this man other than that.
I guess I'll get in a group with BL and Nimi.
Yep. Regroup after the eye session.
Alright, everybody. Us 3 here because we have a member hiding away. And I know Godwin's vote is for getting the orb. I say we get the orb. We need to get that thing. I don't know how. We can make a plan. I don't know if we're just gonna go full frontal and just kill this man. Now, even though we just made a peace. You guys want to try to get the orb? I want to first see if you guys want to even try to do this part. Yeah?
We're definitely getting the orb.
Okay, well that's already 3. Let's see what Nimi says though. You want to get this orb from him, or do you just want to walk away? Because your vote really doesn't pretty much matter. It's already 3-1, even though if you do that. I'm gonna wait for an answer.
Nim answered.
So Nim said yes.
Oh,
they should get the
I don't
orb.
see it. Alright. That's what I thought we was doing. How do you guys say we do this? Because I don't have a single idea how I'm supposed to do this. Rieus doesn't have on him, and we know that for a fact because Caleb doesn't sense any magic besides his cloak. Godwin didn't really give me an answer, did he?
If only I had Opal.
I'm asking Eden if he even give an answer.
No, Godwin didn't really. Godwin's pretty
God-
much just like, we need to get it at any cost, though.
Godwin's okay with doing it any way possible. I want to do it with the least amount of deaths we have to endure. Mainly our side of our friends. I don't want us to die. And I don't want necessarily Rieus to die, because we do that, everything's going downhill. So what do you guys say how we do this?
Try to get it from him, and if he doesn't listen, by force.
So wait, are you cut out at the beginning? So what was the first bit?
We will negotiate for it, and if he doesn't give it, then we'll use force.
So negotiate, and if it doesn't work, attack. Nimi? What did Nimi answer with?
They said yes, they want the orb.
I don't know, but what is
Oh.
their plan? Because we need everybody's plans here. We need a plan of like what we can all get. I don't know. Godwin is down for anything. BL gave what we're probably gonna do. Nimi? I can't see if she has any messages, so you guys are gonna have to say it. I don't know if she types it out. I can't read it right now.
No one has invisibility spells, she says.
No one has invisibility spells. That's what she said?
Yes.
Caleb definitely does. I do. Godwin definitely has it. All my Williams have it, and we have a lot of wish to cast invisibility with. So yeah, we have invisibility.
Why don't we
You
wish
say
just
we-
to have the orb?
Because sometimes that will bring you directly to the orb's location, which
That's
you
I
don't
wish
know.
for the I wish for the orb to spawn in my hands.
You specify
So-
what orb.
Yeah, make sure. I wish for the orb.
I know.
Any orb.
That's
Technically,
fair. That's
you
fair.
don't
That's
know.
fair. That's fair.
You don't know its arcane
fair.
name. You don't know its actual name. All you know is the Happy Fun Ball.
I can ask Caleb.
Uh,
He most likely has a name for
they
it.
didn't ever use that name. They only ever used the Happy
But they
Fun
don't.
Ball.
God.
Because they couldn't. They remember they couldn't identify it. It rejected all identify spells.
Damien,
Huh.
wish for the Happy Fun Ball that was previously used by the Mighty Nine. And
That will take a
Are
lot
you
of
sure there's a
stuff down.
lot of stuff in there, man.
And was
saying all
previous-
that, I'm out of combat if we're doing combat. If we go and do this right now, we could do it whenever we leave, Rieus,
Yeah.
and just say, oh yeah, peace, peace. If we're doing it now, I'm out of combat.
The
I'm
orb
not
I am
attacking.
thinking of, to us, and only the orb. The issue with Wish is it can't read your mind. You have to specify. That is directly
to.
in it. The orb I'm thinking of doesn't specify an orb specifically. And plus, you've never seen the orb.
Wait, I have 5 spare Williams, 3 of which have wishes.
Yeah, but you've also never seen the orb.
But I can just say what Godwin said. They'd be down a lot.
I mean, you could
They
try
do
and
that.
you could either specify and try and bring it to your location, or you could try and go to its location.
I would make it try to get to us.
Yeah, but I don't know how you'd word that.
I'll do it whenever we leave if we're doing that.
Yeah. Let's worry about it
Because
later.
any of our characters that do that are gonna get low to where we can't help fight. Okay, so you say sneak pretty much with invisibility. You say negotiate an attack. Godwin's down for whatever. So it's still a standstill. I'll go talk with Godwin. I'll bring over Godwin.
Okay.
I'll talk to him in the previous location we did before. Well, you see, we have 2 plans from our 2 friends. Either invisibility, sneak through. Actually, I have a plan too. BL said negotiate and then attack if he says no. Or, you see, we had some cards before, and I can just wish for the orb to be in our place.
The sneaking one will never work.
I know that. I definitely know the invisibility would not work in that place. Negotiating and then attacking, we could just negotiate, and if he says no, then we could just wish. Because if we attack, I feel like a lot of stuff's gonna go down.
Well, Rieus is not a fool. He wouldn't come out here without anything. If we attack, he's going to have something ready for us.
Yeah, there's him, SO Akram of him, and then there's a child. But that's all we know as of now. There's definitely something else here. He plans everything. So,
Yeah.
negotiate. If that fails, we walk off, and then we wish it here. But we don't know the name of the ball is the bad thing. So if we have to word it really, really big, one of us are gonna have to rest for a bit. And for a bit, I mean a lot of time. And we have to watch out because we could instantly die. I've used the spell a couple times. What do you say
I
we do?
suppose we negotiate first and then see how it goes.
Then we try to wish it if he doesn't accept?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You're better at this. If I try to negotiate, I'll probably say something, give it to me or cut off your balls, so I say you talk with him.
Yes, let me do the
Yeah.
talking.
You're better at this than me. I probably would. I really want to kill this man. So, you do the talking.
All right.
So Godwin's gonna walk back over to Rieus.
I will stand right next to Rhea. No, not Rhea, Godwin. Pretty much standing right next to Rhea still.
Are you done?
Give us the orb.
You've been talking for 10 minutes. Give me a ending. I don't want to sit here for much longer.
Then give us the orb.
Like I said, I don't have it.
Then tell us where it is.
Why would I do that? You're just going to let it sit somewhere and not use its knowledge.
We are going to take it either way, Rieus.
So this whole thing of trying to kill me, trying not to kill me, was a farce. So you're going to try and kill me either way, to force
No.
your hand.
We are not going to kill you. We are going to take it.
And start a war.
No. If you start a war, that's your fault.
I'm warning you now, there's no... Don't try and take things from me anymore. You've already destroyed multiple of my outposts for no reason. I'm warning you now. Don't take the ore. If you do, you're going to regret it heavily. You have people that you care about, homes that you own and care about, lands, people under you. You have so much. Just let me keep the knowledge that I need to help this world. We lost so much after the calamity, and it sat there for 1,000 years. We lost so much, and the wizard who owned it refused to go in and get it back out. Alas, after he escaped. When people went to Aur, they ended up destroying artifacts related to time travel or such. Things valuable beyond belief. They're either lost to the snow forever because people are too scared to go get it, or destroyed by foolish adventurers who don't understand. Why don't you want us to progress back to where we were? That's
Rieus,
what you would be doing.
you may find it humorous to humorous to know that. I happen to agree. But
Okay, then why are you being so foolish?
because I did not make the choices. And
Why
my group,
not? You're by far the strongest of the group.
that's not how we do things.
Arcane overpowers muscle any day.
You should see what BL can do now.
I'm gonna wink at him and be like, "Go for it, big guy."
You know what's funny? I do know what BL can do now.
Of course you can. Why did I even say that?
And it's hilarious because then he raises one of his hands in the hand and it's like he's about to snap. All it would take is this, and he would be dead, or at least immobile to the point where he could be easily killed. He has his hand high above his head with a finger about to snap. What I'm saying
Don't do
here
it.
is it's clear you're not strong enough to beat me. So why incite anger? Why continue a battle? Why do all of that effort and loss and sadness and grief it will bring for something I'm going to get back? And when you agree with me, why don't you step up and stop thinking like the slave that you used to be? Tell your friends no. Like I said, Arcane overpowers muscle almost every day, if you're smart about it. Just tell them no. Truly, what would they do about it? You as well, William. You have arcane. It's odd, but it seems very effective. I understand you want the orb, but you have no need for it, no want really to keep it yourself, no understanding of any true arcane. You just will things into existence. Why do you care? And if you agree with me in any inkling of your mind, just tell the others no. You two put together would not be stopped. The other two could do nothing about it. And the rest of these people, and he points to the back line of 20 soldiers you have back there, basically, they're not going to listen to you. They are. They will.
I see your point, and I agree. Me and Gungan are a pretty powerful duo if we fight together.
William could stab Biel if he ever threatened William, and William would most times win. Godwin could just blast a hidden rogue out of the bush, burn the bush he's hidden in but a split second. There is no point for you to listen to the others if you are more powerful, and there is no point for you to allow them to cause you and themselves more grief if you don't have to. That's why I took the position I am, because people knew that I could, with arcane knowledge, stand up to the world and rebuild from the ashes. I have. Very well. Sometimes it takes a heavy hand. I'm recommending that you convince the others, or tell the others it does not this time. Leave the orb.
William.
What, Godwin?
William. Again, I feel he is right.
Do you care about any of us, Godwin? Like I care about our friends?
Of course.
Then we make group decisions. Like I just talked to you about. There is no leader in our group. Even if both of us disagree with them. Everybody's decision is counted for. Everybody's vote is counted for. We are a group, and we care for one another. Unlike this douchebag Rieus. Even if I said I thought he was right, I'm not changing my vote. I say, we're a group. There's no leader. Unless you can try to convince me somehow that we should be a leader of our very powerful troop of friends and family, which is very unlikely. Then I say we go for group decisions still.
Right.
And you're one wizard if you do betray us. They have a lot of people against you. One wizard can't take down a full troop. A lot of them, yes. But you can't take down all of us. Like you said, we're the most powerful. We vote together. We agree together.
What if instead of taking the orb, we work together?
As a team? That's what I've been trying to do. He won't shake my hand.
I mean, we work together and help bring back the arcane knowledge. That's all he wishes to do, if what he says is true. I see nothing wrong with this. And if we are there to supervise, then
you're saying if. If he just shakes my hand. I look at him as I said that. We're
You're
done
the one
here.
who hunts me.
No, Skins is. I just follow.
Once more, why?
Skins hates you the most. Like I said, group decision. Everybody chooses. I don't
Like
like
you
going
said,
after you.
Skins is the one that hunts.
Listen.
You follow. Why do all of
No,
you
it's not
follow
just
when
Skins.
none of you have a deal
It's-
except for Skins?
It's not just Skins. We have a group. We get outmatched with our votes. I don't want to come after you because I know we're gonna die. It's always happened.
Didn't
5
you just
times.
vote not to kill me?
Yeah, as I'm saying, I don't want to kill you.
Alright then?
We're
Leave.
not gonna kill. Let me finish my statement, please.
No.
5
The
out
longer
of
you
the 5
talk,
times.
the more mixed you get. There's no point to let you finish your statement. There's only fighting and there's not fighting. If you want the orb, if you're going to fight and die for the orb, they're going to fight and die for the orb. If not,
How about? Then why don't we just work together?
on what? What do you need me to work with you for?
Just what Godwin talked about. We can help you. Your
I wasn't
knowledge.
listening. You guys were over there.
Oh, my bad. We could help you with arcane knowledge like he just talked about. We could work together. All I've been asking for several months is just shake my hand.
No. I don't shake people
Why?
who are insane's hands. If you do, you become insane as well. It's almost infectious. However, working together to uncover arcane knowledge, while tempting,
If you just said what you said is true, what you said is true. I mean, Godwin can make them go with us. If you really think that can happen, then let us help you. We can.
what do you
persuade
wish
them.
to gain out of this sharing of arcane knowledge? That's my question
Number
for
one,
both of you.
Well, I
You
don't know if
nothing.
Godwin thinks, but
You don't know an arcane.
no, I have reasons. If we work together, no one else has to die on either sides. Even the peace treaty won't probably work with that. Working together, that's different. No one else dies. I don't want another body. I don't want more blood on my hands. With us, 2 sides working together, we'll solve that. I don't know what he wants. I know he's a wizard. He would want more knowledge like you want. And I do want more knowledge, even if I don't have any. What do you think, Godwin? What do you want from this?
Yes, what's your goal here? Because it's interesting. I do think it would work, but I don't see the point in why you would do this all of a sudden. You came here to kill me today, and all of a sudden just are intrigued in the orb that you were going to give up so quickly. So what's the point? What's your angle with that orb?
Well, first off, unlike my comrades, I'm willing to see to reason. And the reasoning you provided earlier made sense. Secondly, if we were to uncover the secrets of the old world, imagine the things we could do. I was expecting to spend lifetimes to even glimpse at such power. That's why I have this. That's why I have this crystal in my heart.
And he pulls open his chest to reveal the crystal.
I thought I would have to live forever to obtain something like this. But the betterment of the world is a strong possibility. Maybe I feel it is a chance to atone.
Fair enough. I will take that deal. However, I won't let you bring all of these people with me. I can teleport you directly to that orb right this instant, if you wish. My deal, my angle, is to currently take everything inside that and extract it, or if it is dangerous, destroy it. Like, dangerous to me. If you wish to work together, I'll send you inside of it. You go inside the orb and prove that you are able and willing to bring things out for us to study together. Extract enough and solidify our arrangement here. You don't have to do it right this instant, but like I said, I've never come after you. You have plenty of time. I would get your home affairs settled before you come to me. Or if you think it's settled enough, you could just come right now.
I do have things to take care of. But when the time comes, we will be there.
Fair enough, alright. So, run back to your castles now. Like I said, I don't want to stay here anymore. You talked for another 10 minutes in front of me, where I wasn't able to listen. I'm extremely bored. We've been out here for maybe half an hour. My son is going to get sunburned.
It's good for the skin. You'll get tanned.
Yeah, I mean...
Good thing.
The thing is, they're not mentally a child, right? So I can't... Like, they kind of are, they kind of aren't. They're like in that middle ground of, oh, you have some memories of the past, but not really kind of thing. The same way some of the Kreen feel when they're born, you know. Anyway, if that is all, I think we're going to leave.
That is all.
And he begins to draw with chalk, very slowly and detailedly, a magic circle to teleport away with. And he begins to slowly ritual cast it on the floor in front of you.
Let's return, William.
What did you say again?
Let's return.
You step back
William
to
won't even-
9 and all of your other members that are just kind of scattered back there.
Once Skins sees... Okay, yeah. Skins is gonna come back after seeing Rieus teleport away. It's gonna fly over, drop down, and just stare at William and Goblin.
William, noticing Skins comes back, I'm making my sword become a really big sword, and I'm striking a tree of all force.
Clean
And I'm gonna use one of my wild magic surges that are negatives. I'm gonna use it. I don't care what happens to me. I'm mad.
He will.
Okay.
He's trying to commit suicide right now. You die.
What negatives do you have? Well, I don't even remember how big you have.
I got some pretty big ones. I gotta look at the wild magic surge before I do this. Oh my god. Alright. I rolled a 47, Trent, and I have the -5 one. So you get to choose from -5.
I have to look up the wild magic table real quick.
Sorry. Oh, sorry, that's a 97. Similar numbers. 97. My bad.
Yeah, so similar.
No, I'm being serious. The numbers are very, very similar.
Yeah, for sure.
The 9 and 4 are very similar. 97.
97. Okay, you're just vulnerable to piercing damage for the next 30 minutes.
Alright, I'm gonna stab William.
I got William right now!
You see William...
Oh, no. Every one of your party members, because within 30 feet of you, everyone who is in 30 feet of you and is nearby you, so basically everyone in your party is now vulnerable for the next minute for piercing.
Well, it's good to get within 30 feet of when this happened.
William will just screech out with what you can easily tell is pain and rage and just clean sweep a tree down. with a gigantic sword. And you guys see lightning like come off it a little.
William, what did you do? I'm vulnerable to piercing damage now.
I can feel my skin. It's like paper.
William, I'm squishy.
We had
Skins. Why do you
Yes.
look at this?
I think Rieus is a full of shit, is what I think.
I think we give him a chance.
And what would Zeal think, huh? The
I don't
person-
know Zeal, and personally, Zeal is not a part of this party, so I do not really care.
If there's one thing I know that is definitely a lie, is that he said he only captured bad people.
I know.
Zeal's not a bad person.
You
That's
hear
why
in
I
your
want to
mind
make
with a
him-
familiar voice and a familiar tug of the psionic strings. And yet she attacked his home. The drow man that you encountered about a few days ago. About a week ago.
Trent.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna flip off the air.
I'm gonna use my vizier card and ask, what's the name of the orb Rieus has that he stole from the Magnanimous?
You meditate
What's the name?
and ask the name of the orb.
What's the
From
name?
what I believe, it is called Halas's Eternal Tower, but I'm not certain.
Look over if you
That's a
want to.
weird name for an orb.
It is a
Well,
tower.
it is
Not really an orb, it just leads somewhere that leads to a tower.
Halas's Infinite Tower?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, I'll keep it until you find the real name.
I think I looked it up and it just looked up a random ad. Oh,
Oh, hold on.
the
Oh.
Archmage's Bane.
Archmage's
It's known
Bane.
as the Heirloom Sphere, the Archmage's Bane, and the Happy Fun Ball of Tricks.
Archmage's Bane. I'm gonna. So
It's also known as the Folding Halls of Halas. Any of those would work except for the Happy Fun Ball is a nickname. The Heirloom Sphere, the
Yeah.
Archmage's Bane, and the Folding Halls of Halas. All of those would work.
Archmage's Bane. Archmage's Bane. Alright.
Yeah.
I remember this. I'll keep the information for a minute. Let's see what everybody else is doing as William is calm down.
Godwin is like explaining the whole plan to everyone.
So,
I don't think we should help.
Skins. How long has it been since we have fought Rieus? It has been since before the Plague Queen. Since it has been so long. He has not aggressed us. It is time to end this crusade.
I agree. No one's gonna win this fight, Skins. What's happened the last 5 times we've encountered him? We've lost. People died. We can't fight him, but I don't want him having the orb. And I don't want him being a slaver anymore. And I want to find a peaceful way to end that. And if we could team up, maybe there's some way of convincing them to stop being a slave. If they are bad people, send them to prison. If they're not, let them be free. That's what I said to Godwin. And now I said we work with them, and if we do that, first, more power to us with the magic. Secondly, we can stop his evil. And being with him is an easier way to fight him if we have to.
And more importantly, if we are helping supervise the orb, we are knowing what he's doing with it. There's no blood spilled.
Just
I don't want anyone else to die anymore, Skins. How many people? How many more people have to die to just stop one man?
Eddie has always said that revenge is a fool's game.
And he is right. We are slowly going insane over a man with a ball. We need to stop, okay?
And we have people to take care of now, Skins. You have your kingdom.
I have
I
my
have
brother
my
and my
mercenaries.
ships.
But we have to get that orb. We can't have.
I know.
We can't have it.
I know. And that's my plan. We go there, we work with them, we can try to take it. If we don't want to do that, guys, I can just give it to us right now. But he said a war will start. So that's why I don't want to do that. It's like a last hope. The last thing we have to do. I can
Would
get
you-
it to us right here, right now.
Would you take this war to Kinslayer's foot a doorstep
I don't
after
want to have a
everything
war.
they have been through?
That's why I said we work with him and stop him inside. We do have family. My brother's back. I have a thing of ships. You have a town that you own. If we have a war or we have more bloodshed, we lose more than just our party here.
You hear a sending
Fine.
come in to Skins' head. Once more about this conversation. And about this time in the conversation, I mean. And you hear the voice of Jolts come back. Whatever you did worked. They let us go. They said if Rieus didn't leave, kill us. They were going to kill us, but we're fine. Jolts
He
just
kinda-
confirmed that he is now free, and apparently some of them were threatened with death if Rieus didn't leave this encounter.
You okay there?
They were threatened. If they didn't leave, they probably. Alright, fine. But if things go wrong, and if I know I'm right, and I swear to God I am, or swear to the gods, I can't say that, then things will happen. Either way.
I just know less people die this way.
Skins is going to look at Caleb and the rest of the Mighty Nine. Just keep an eye out for anything, please. And by the way, I was meaning to ask: is Yasha here?
Yasha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all here.
Right, okay, I was
All
just making
nine.
sure.
All nine's here.
Skins kind of like glance at Yasha. This is the first time we've actually met Yasha before, right?
No, they've been
Yes.
around. They were on the ships before with you guys.
They just don't talk.
They're
was
the
on the
extremely
ship, though.
quiet one. The one who seems to be like the head or like the face for the most part depends on the scenario. Caleb seems to take lead on anything arcane. Rieus, talking to you guys about or stuff like that. That's a lot of Caleb. Like on the ships, however, it was Jester, Ford, and Kingsley, who is also here. They all seem to have their own element, and in this case, you haven't really seen an element where Yasha or Beauregard steps up.
Okay, I mean, I was just asking because I think this is technically the first time Skins has actually met Yasha.
Oh, yes, for you it is the first time Skins has met Yasha.
Yeah. Skins gonna kind of like look at her a little bit, just like seeing the behemoth of a woman just standing in front of him. It's like, does he feel like a slight connection there?
You feel like they know more about you than they should for never meeting you before.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Yeah, it's just gonna like just kind of like shrug it off. It's like, but yeah, I'd like it if you guys would maybe stand by or keep an eye on things if things do go bad, because I don't trust a word that he's saying. I'm gonna need some time. And then Skins is gonna walk over to Bat, get on him, and then start flying away.
All right. What is
We
the
should
rest
give
of the
him
party
some
doing
time.
here?
I will look at Nimi and say, I need to talk to you tonight. But for now, I need to take some time too. And I'm gonna walk into the forest and continuously swing and using wild magic surges.
So you
Bad
just
ones.
begin to empty your wild magic surges?
The down ones.
You can easily assume, I'm pretty certain none of these will kill you. If you
I'll
go
roll them.
unconscious, you will eventually get hurt and stuff, but you can get back up. You can roll all these if you wish, but there's not really a point to sit here and focus on you rolling this like 30 times.
I won't do that. I'll just delete them.
Yeah, because you spend time doing this, you draw attention to yourselves, almost certainly. Fire, death magic, teleportation, floating men, all of these things happen. But none of these are particularly deadly to a high-level character like this.
Yeah. Godwin is going to go approach Caleb.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
He'll watch as you approach. The 9 will continue scattering out and keeping watch.
What is your opinion on this?
We don't know the man. It's impossible for me to tell if it's important or not to take it from him, to the point where we should do it against your wishes or anything. If what he says is true, we have no reason not to really believe him, other than your word. He doesn't seem to be posing a threat. Or at least not one to the world as a whole.
You know, you remember me telling you about being enslaved?
Yeah?
He was the man who enslaved me.
Do you not feel you still are? Still under the hand of Astrid, technically. I believe we have experience, both of us, in many ways of being enslaved. The only reason you were enslaved, I assume, was you were sent on a mission that involved you getting to that place, which led you to wherever you are now, whatever you're doing now for Astrid. We
Indeed.
have served in more ways than one. That man enslaved you, but only because your original master told you to do it. For me, it was Ickathon. Astrid was the one under Ickathon. You were under Astrid. All of these things spiral down, and only slight betterments occur. Astrid's a better master than Ickathon ever was. They don't really mistreat you all that much, I assume, unless they are far more evil than I know. They're giving you all this free time. And this following this troop is your job. You have basic freedom until they ask you to do something. Ickathon, it was one after another. If you weren't part of a mission, you were training for one.
Yes. I suppose it has hurt my pride.
To let a man who enslaved you because it was your job to get enslaved go?
Know that I have always been a lapdog.
And Godwin, like, kind of chuckles humorlessly.
Well, eventually you'll get out of it. Everyone does. Either by forcing it, forcing the way out of the Master's hand, or dying under their leadership, or just getting old enough where you're allowed to retire. Well, with Volshucker, getting retirement is very difficult, but if you prove yourself enough, eventually it'll happen. And I don't recommend trying to force your hand against Astrid. It's not a smart move, but that's what I did against Ikathon. And just recommend don't kill them, as that would bring more ire than you know. They're a good person. Enough, at least. You are important to the Empire. Bullshucker. And he whispers that word real low, basically just mouthing it. Always are. You are important in more ways than you know to the Empire itself. However, I know you're from the Menagerie at this point, more identifying with it than anything.
Indeed.
Maybe it's time to try and join any organization that the Menagerie might have. If you still wish to be part of one. That would be how you could easily better the world there. For the Menagerie, it is. However, I like the thing you said about the orb. I don't have any opinion. I don't know the man. It's up to you.
Right.
Everyone listens to someone throughout their life. They always have a master, whether it be direct or not. Currently, mine is kind of the Kryn dynasty, not the Empire. Used to be the Empire. A child, it's their father or mother. Every step of the way, it always goes up to the higher rung, unless you are the highest rung, and then you still have to deal with the gods. And only one has ever beaten them. And that was thousands of years ago.
I'm lost for words.
Don't worry too much about being the higher rung. You'll just get there and someone else will be above you. The Cerberus to the king. Even if you take a position above you, it's just going to end up being the same thing. And you're going to feel the same. You just have to learn to live with where you are. And what you're doing. And enjoy what you're doing. For you, it's arcane, I assume. And attempting to gather as much knowledge as you can. If that's the case, you just struck an amazing deal with Rieus. You have a old ancient wizard's basically life's work at your hands. So your next steps are yours. Next steps are your groups. Next steps might be important to the world as a whole, might not be. That's always how it is.
Godwin, this entire time, he's kind of been avoiding Caleb's eyes. But his eyes finally settle upon Caleb's.
I believe I may die soon. It has been a pleasure.
And he offers his hand for a handshake.
Caleb shakes your hand. Well, everyone does someday. Most wish to delay it. If you accept it, then maybe you can make a betterment of the world while you're here. Knowing that there's no cost to losing. Only gain from victory.
Yes. I've been lying for a long time. It is time I come clean to those I call friends.
True enough. I suppose the 9 will go back to our businesses. If you need to call us back together once more. Do you know the spell Sending? I'm assuming you do.
Yes, I do.
If you're alive, whenever anything is needed and wish to cast sending and get us back, we will reconvene as quick as we can with as many members as we can. Just call for us. If it's this man, Rieus, then we'll know that we shouldn't strike any more deals.
Indeed.
Enjoy
Farewell.
your death. And he'll, like, raise a glass that he seemingly has just taken out of a extra-dimensional space that is filled with a red liquid, like wine.
Farewell, Caleb. Thank you for your time. And thank you for your friendship.
You as well. Maybe one day, if you don't end up dead, you can come back to Tower and we'll see if we can create any new spells again. I have another who is very proficient. You saw him, Essek. If you find enough to think you can piece a new spell together, and become close enough allies with Rieus to trust them, more minds the merrier. And with all of our skills put together, I'm certain we can figure out anything any old archmage has. I'll see you around, and hopefully not at your funeral. And he begins to, like, sip heavily on his wine, and he'll turn and join up with the 9.
Godwin is going to return to BL and Nemi, since I guess William and Skins went off and did their own thing.
Williams over there just against the tree.
You hear like very, very loud yelling and like striking. You hear like 4 trees fall down.
You also
hear 'em stop.
You also hear from coming from Skins' side, like a loud, like thunder is just happening over there.
Biel, Nimi, I have something I must tell you. All of you. Once the others have returned.
I'm assuming eventually your group will eventually return.
I thought you were gonna say more stuff. Yeah, I would have said William would have slowly returned. I thought you were talking. You cut off at a weird spot.
No, it was, yeah, that was pretty strange, but
I think it's because it's like Biel or Nim was supposed to say something, but Biel just
I was waiting for
wait
Biel
for
and Nemi to say something, but Nemi just sneezed and Biel said nothing.
just
I thought someone was gonna say
achoo!
something. I thought
Chase,
one of the dudes was gonna say something
Chase
before I
even
showed
here?
up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just doesn't
So you
just-
say
I
a
guess-
lot.
I guess it will return.
Yeah.
You see a couple burn marks on William.
By the way, how long has it been since we started those upgrades on the town?
It has been which town? You mean like your place?
No, Pomflora.
A day.
Yeah.
You teleported here, so it took a
Oh
day.
yeah, we did, didn't we?
Okay.
I was hoping
Your
to try to
your
time
place has
like
been like a
month so
week,
we could
week and a
teleport
half.
back.
Alright, Skins kind of comes back. He's a bit sweaty and Bat's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with Bat. He's cool. Skins just like drops down, looks over at everyone. Okay. So what's our next move?
I actually must have a word with you, all of you.
What is it?
Okay.
Let us rent a room. Go somewhere
Yeah,
nice.
I need alcohol.
I'll join you for once, William.
I search around and be like, "Oh, facts! You." He took my alchemy jug.
I'm alright, it's fine. You know what? Let's just get going.
I'm assuming are you finding your way to one of the poorer establishments or one of the finer ones?
One of the
We have a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm
The
like you're not
finest.
poor low level establishments anymore.
Finest.
You find your way to the
place.
Pillow Trove compound.
Oh my god.
Kind of just ending your way back up at when you're already in the richer section, so you kind of just find your way down slightly into where taverns still exist, and it's not just noble compounds anymore. And this is one of the finest establishments you've ever seen. Not the finest, because it's only the second day to the capital. Rexingtram has slightly better looking ones, but this one here will do, and is probably the best this place has to offer. It's still extremely opulent, to there's no need for it. It has large metal walls that like gates that encircle even larger stone, like almost castle-like walls. Though they're more constructed to look like an average housing district or area. And you see windows scattered all up and down it, and you see books through those windows, and chef's area where it looks like the chefs are cooking. It looks like that these walls are meant to encapsulate this place, built off of other establishments nearby it, but also are extremely functional. You find your way inside, and you're welcomed, even if you don't look the best, some of you. The several Williams, all dressed in nobility clothes, kind of outweigh the Godwin, who looks like a shriveled ballsack. And finding your way inside the largest tavern-like thing, more inn than tavern, with hundreds and hundreds of rooms. Several, like 4 stories tall, and these rooms, each of them are extremely large. The inn section is far larger, that the tavern still is about half of the first floor. And you see fine nobility-like people, or strong adventurers wearing fine clothing, all sitting around here and drinking probably very expensive wines and beers and whiskeys. While caterers rush around the place, offering the best and kindest service they possibly can. You also know inside this compound, on the outside of this building, there are 2 other smaller ones. One seems to be a fresh-made bakery, where everything is produced right on site, and the other a smaller bookshop, probably reserved for guests or people who are willing to take things outside of this compound. The other books are likely for in here only. You are offered rooms near immediately, and since they see people who are extremely frivolous with how many outfits of nobility are around here, what looks to be a middle-aged but finely dressed and clad in all sorts of jewelry tiefling woman who seems to run the place like the manager of this inn section, tavern section. She will lean over to obviously some of the most valuable guests in the area. I'm assuming you're wanting sweets, all of you. Yes? The finest room
Yeah.
for the finest people?
Yeah, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Alright, that'll be 5 gold pieces apiece. Room service is on us, unless you go over a certain limit, of course. You can't go above a gold piece. Other than that, enjoy your stay. There's the free sauna. There's the bathhouse, if you prefer a more open experience with other people. There is the books, this library, the books, up the staircase and to the right. And they start listing off exclusive stuff that there's no point in having for anything but the most rich people who feel it necessary.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
How do we go about ordering enough alcohol to knock out 3 elephants to our rooms?
Well, might as well just go ahead and place the order now. No point to go up into your rooms and order it over the course of the night. If you're going to drink it all, might as well just order the chilled glasses now, and we'll bring up buckets of ice for you to keep it cold.
Sounds good. How much
Hardest drinks you can give us.
Hardest
Yo.
or finest, because we have terrible stuff that'll get you knocked out in a moment, but we also
I
have
wanna be knocked
the
out.
finest and most delicious things on the planet. What?
I'll take the finest.
Finest?
Give us a good mixture.
Good mixture.
Yeah,
Alright,
make it
50-50.
50-50. Yeah.
They will pull out like little cards and like look at them to seemingly add up the price of pre-written down alcohols and wines and whiskeys. All in all, they kind of tally up and say, for a group this large, knock each of you out with fine stuff and working stuff, probably about 70 gold pieces. It'll get you drunk all night long and the next morning if you wish.
The good William will stand up and give out 70.
The good William pays for the alcohol.
The good William gives out 70 gold.
Okay, BL goes, do you have female entertainment?
As soon as BL says that, Godwin like smacks him in the back of the head.
Not now.
Hey, dude, you have zeal, man.
Keep in mind, I'll answer your question even if your friends are embarrassed a little bit. There is, I believe... I need to look at what it's called. There is something in here.
He has a girlfriend. No, he has a girlfriend.
Chastity's Nook. That's what I thought it was called.
You're dating Zeal, aren't you?
No.
If you head across the street, not really a street, but if you head out into the courtyard, to the next to the bakery, there's Chastity's Nook. That is where you would place any orders like that. We don't like to scare the regulars who are more religious off. So if you would mind keeping those inquiries over to the Chastity's Nook, and she's like whispering this, but obviously trying to point you over there. They also have any sort of novels if you're in that kind of reading, stuff like that.
Oh, okay, excellent. Thank you. You are such a help. And he like whatever we ordered, he grabbed like 3 bottles in one hand. He goes, I'll see you fellers later.
I might see you there too, but I won't be there for the ladies. I'll be there for a book.
BL, I brought you over here so I can talk to you. Can you at least keep your dick in your pants until after the conversation is over?
He does a 180. He goes, all right, I was being insensitive. I'm sorry. And he goes, had a bit too much to drink. All ready. And he puts it back in the thing, and he's just like, okay, here we go. Let's walk in with you guys.
Let's get these refreshments up to the room, and then we can have our conversation.
Nim. Yep. I will clarify. Godwin wants to talk to the entire group. He
What did Nim
specifically,
say?
she said, "I'm going to go to the library."
Man, fuck you guys.
Wait a minute. Nim, wait a minute. Okay, Eden, just say what Godwin wants to say, and then let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, they really want to
stuff.
score this place.
They really want to check some places out.
Godwin is going to talk to the entire
say.
group, and then he will release you to the wilds.
Yes.
But you find your way to a overly opulent, overly large room, passing several that fit the average housing of several people in each of these rooms. And when you find yourself to your suite, are you paying for just one room, I'm assuming? Because it's massive. You guys don't necessarily need more than that.
Yeah, we'll just
Sure.
get one room.
Yeah.
The size of this is to the point where there's no chance you're not going to have enough room. There is 2 separate, living spaces. There's one that's over here next to the window and it looks out over the city, and another who's in a corner with more cushy stuff, obviously a homey vibe. There's a whole kitchen set up. There's 3 separate bedrooms. Each of those bedrooms have 2 separate king-sized beds. It's ridiculous. There's no point for it. And there's also a little mini fridge filled with all sorts of just different kinds of flavors of water, it seems, or kinds of water. You're not entirely certain. But apparently it is listed as waters with flavors of the world. And it obviously has magical runes on it. You understand this is magical, but you don't understand if that's just for the cooling aspect or what. And you also don't understand how much it charged. It's the same way with every hotel. You're not going to know how much it costs until you buy it. And then the next day you'll be like, that water was $7. But that's the kind of room you're in right now.
Okay.
What do you have to talk about? What do you have to say, Godwin?
Godwin locks the door, and you see him, as he approaches you guys, his eyes begin to glow purple, and then a purple wave like slowly, like a purple, like shimmering wave slowly expands from his body and reaches out from about around each corner of the room, stopping at the door. And he just cast Mordekainen's private sanctum, and he made it to where no noise can pass outside of this radius. So
All
no
right.
can pass outside of this room,
Okay.
and none can come in.
That works. I didn't even know that was a spell.
So, I have been lying to all of you for some time now. I am not the man that I have told you I was. I feel it is time that you know the truth. I'm a Volstrucker.
You see William's eyes like open wide as you said that.
And all of you were my mission. I was sent as a spy. And I was never supposed to get close to any of you. But for forsaking my code, I did.
I, for one, appreciate the honesty. And I'm assuming since you broke your code, things aren't, gonna be bad. Hopefully.
No.
So you're not gonna try and kill us?
No.
Okay.
But that is not all. My handler is Astrid.
Astrid, the wizard we saw in, what was it, Rexingtrum?
Yes. And Skins, you were my mission.
Is that why I wanted to see
personally-
Skins whenever he wasn't?
What?
Was that the reason why you wanted to know where you was whenever he wasn't with us?
Yes.
And
I
I knew
was-
there was something off about that.
I was placed into Rieus's care. Well, he didn't exactly know that at the time, I don't believe, but I was placed there because we knew you would be there. And when Skins escaped, it put a cog in things. I was supposed to deliver Skins to Astrid. And I did. That mission we did for Astrid was a farce. I remember everything that happened. You were the only ones that had your memories wiped.
Can you tell us what happened?
They took Skins and experimented on him. They were trying to find out something about him.
What was it?
Your relationship with the gods. Something along that line.
I mean, their guess is as good as mine. I mean, just a couple of years ago, I was just a normal goblin. I was just trying to, hunt, protect my tribe, make people see that goblins aren't bad people. I mean, their guess is as good as mine.
Insight check.
On
Okay.
who?
Skin's saying he doesn't really... See if he actually does know anything about why he's knowing the gods.
10.
11.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I honestly, Skins does not know.
Okay.
But I allowed you to be captured. In that basement. And I was told to monitor you after we left.
Monitor me for what? I mean, what can I do? Sure, I may have relationships with some gods, but it's not like I'm some deity. It's not like I'm some demigod.
It is not my job to know, it is my job to do. But I have betrayed your trust. And if I must die for that, then my life is yours to take.
I don't think we're gonna do that, but...
Skins is gonna walk over to Goblin. He's gonna look up at him. He's gonna take out his non-magical sword. He's gonna flip it over and just gently flick him on the nose. Godwin, you may have led us or led me to be captured and experimented on, but what I saw at my village, or my ex-village, that was someone I could trust. I'm not going to just take your life away because some people wanted you to capture me and experiment me for for who knows why. But, and even right now, you're being truthful with me. At least you're honest and didn't, stab me in the back when I was asleep. And I don't know, you've been a great help for me. And if I were to take you alive, that'd just prove everyone that goblins are just heartless creatures. Godwin, to me, you're like a brother, And, well, as much as a part of me kind of loathes to admit it, Skin is going to look at William. William is also a part of my family. So is Nim. So is Biel. And so are you.
If you're the daddy, does that make Godwin, your brother, our uncle?
William, not right now.
Because I'm trying to calm down the mood, man. We've had horrible things happen today.
Yes, I know, and I just have to ask one thing, Godwin. Do you have any ill intent for me and this party?
None. I have already decided long ago that I am no longer under Astrid's control, and I will die before I harm you.
Then there's your answer. You are a trusted ally, a trusted friend, and, like I said, a family member.
Biel walks up to Godwin. He pulls out a bottle of one of the refreshments. He holds out his hand and he goes, Oh shit, homie. And
Godwin. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
well, you go.
Oh shit, homie.
Oh,
He
shit.
gives you that bottle. He grabs another one, and he tries to interlock arms with you and drink it. And while you drink yours,
Godwin does the same.
Alright, I guess that's enough to relax now.
Biel raises up his arms. He goes, "Diddy bar!" Starts running.
I will follow you, but not for the women.
Thank you, Nimi. That means a lot coming from you. I know we have had a troubled past, but thank you for putting it behind us.
Alright. At this point, Skins is gonna go walk over to his to the living room. He's not gonna go straight to the bar just yet, and he's just gonna start jotting down some things on his journal.
Trent, I am looking for the Tusk Love book.
Oh no!
Yeah, Chastity's Nook. That's not that hard to find in it. It's
I will
actually
find
pretty
that.
common with how popular it's recently gotten. It's old. It's considered a very old book, but it's also it's a classic. So it resurged.
That is a
popularity.
very classic
Yeah.
book.
It's
And I
classic,
know
so
what kind
it
of book
resurged
this
in
was.
popularity, right? So you hit the Chastity's Nook alongside BL, and easily enough can purchase how many ever copies of that you want. Each copy is only going to be about 2 silver pieces.
I'll get 2 hardcovers, 2 soft covers.
Yeah, about 2 silver
Before.
pieces a piece. You, BL, head over and order a Lady of the Night to come to your room later this night. They will charge about 5 gold pieces for that. Surprisingly cheap, but it's because the clientele spend a lot here already.
Yo, this gets
Nim
Kentucky.
heads over to the library and begins to peruse in there. There's nothing interesting, no special books or anything, just a bunch of stuff to read.
I'm using my psychic knowledge to make a psychic condom. But if it,
Knowing what BL's gonna do, I pull out the prosthetic arm with the hand and try my best to apply it to the shield for her to use.
Are you trying to make
that
the jerk off shield?
Okay, I wasn't gonna say that, but yes, I am. I want to make the shield be able to use a hand in certain ways.
Why? No, that's not possible. No, they don't have a body.
No, come on, man.
No, I don't know about. I don't think.
If I use wish to do something, make it combine.
I thought you were gonna use wish to just give him a body, but okay.
No, that's for later reasons.
Oh my god.
I use one of my wishes to make her be able to attach the arm and be able to use it as will.
You used wish, so sure.
All
It now
right.
has one arm. Oh my god, bro.
Okay. Knowing that, is there any magic shops open?
First, roll your chance. Roll your 33% chance to see if you can never cast wish again.
52.
Okay.
You're good.
Makes it- Sadly.
I will go to a magic shop.
You head back to Pumat's, I guess.
I'm gonna buy another prosthetic hand.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean he would have it in stock.
There's 6 Williams. She has to do something to please them all.
Bro, what's happening?
It's faster having two. I'll use another wish to combine another arm.
God, can we just kill William right here?
Roll your
I'm
chance
good,
to
I'm
never
good,
be.
bro. I'm good. I got 100.
I hate you, bro. I hate you, bro.
And I go. You know what's gonna happen.
So William just like
Hands
takes
to the
over
rear.
the living space and like turns all the couches toward the corner, and they keep passing around this shield, and you're not quite sure why.
Alright, well, Skittles is gonna stay in his room.
Yeah,
I'm
Skins
gonna-
locks
I'm gonna
himself in
come
a
out.
room.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come
Godwin's
out for a
also
water
with
break.
hands in the room, like rocking himself back and forth.
Oh my
Godwin has
god!
now enclosed the barrier around that corner so we can't hear the fapping sound.
Yeah, okay, good.
Skittles
No.
is just gonna cause a tremor happening in the fucking living room.
Are you guys here from like the other, like from all wherever I'm at?
The other bedroom, one of the 3 bedrooms.
Okay, you guys hear from one of the 3 bedrooms, just like I'm arriving, and then you hear Bill turn into a werebear.
You hear BL go, Buzz. No one gets to hear it, but in the room, you guys hear.
No, you hear Bill go.
Can I have an horizon arrow to shoot at?
Yeah, you can destroy this entire room if you want.
Okay, I'll do that.
So while this is all happening, are you trying to research
Niggas in a library.
anything, Nim? Are you trying to research anything at all? Well, the rest of your party is getting drunk, having sex, and masturbating with himself in a massive single-person circle jerk. Not really. Okay, good. You stay out knowing what chaos is going on, and come back later, like beyond later, to the point where you
I use a wild magic surge.
you come back like after you know for a fact everything should be done, because you have to eventually go back. Unless you just sleep in the library, which is probably the best option, to be honest.
You do not want to see what's going on in the living room. You could have just gotten a room.
She would wait. Nimi wouldn't hear it, so she'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back home." Oh, no.
Just see a bunch of Williams standing in the corner, staring at the wall.
That is true. That is true.
She wouldn't hear it. She wouldn't know what's going on.
I'm gonna like psychically link with all the Williams. Be like, bro, you having a good time?
Yeah.
No, I accidentally link with like the Skins. I just go, I'm arriving.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast.
Alright, please. You sleep
What'd you say,
after this. You sleep.
What'd you say, Eden?
What?
Eden, what'd you say?
I'm gonna cast scrying on William real quick.
Okay.
Skit's just
I'm
gonna
not
look
gonna.
at. Skit's gonna look at Goblin. Hey, Goblin.
You are a perverted, like, peeker, whatever it's called. Peeking Tom, or something like that.
Okay, what are you looking for? What are you looking for?
Can I talk through scrying?
No.
You can, yeah, go, no, let them do
Oh.
the scrying and sitting together.
In this scenario, I mean,
Let them do it.
why not? But really, normally, no.
Okay. Alright, what are you trying to tell them?
Alright. So like you see like a ghostly like apparition of Godwin like kind of show up, and he's like covering his eyes. And he's like he's just sitting there and he goes, "William, fair warning. BL is in the other room.
Oh, I
Fucking
know.
in his werebear form.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to go
I was
in
going
there.
to invite him. I was going to invite him to join in.
I'm going to go in there and cut his cock off. If you do not cut it out, I'm cutting all 5 of your cocks off."
You mean 6? And then the last bit before you go away, I just go, Buzz. And it closes away.
Okay.
So, as the night passes onwards, you guys each eventually get some rest in your own unique ways and locations. The next morning arises with no issues in the night. The day brightens once more. And what are you guys doing? As the 9 are downstairs, and once you wander down there, they are also staying at the Pillar Trove, or at least part of them. Caleb particularly is here.
As Skins leaves his room, he's gonna run over to Biel with both swords drawn out and just starts trying to stab him as much as he can. In a feral state, he's gonna try and stab him once more.
What?
Just try. Oh god, wait, hold on. Are all the Williams naked in the living room?
Why do you ask?
Oh no.
I missed a bit.
Immediately as Skins walks out, he's gonna go over to Biel and just like trying to stab him with both of his swords.
Okay. Like, are you walking into the room?
No, I'm viciously waiting for you to step out.
Okay.
Okay.
You hear
shame.
you hear the intense roaring stop for a second, and then you hear then you hear. Which one of you fuckers are standing out there? I'm getting too naughty. Leave.
I walk outside. Purple William does, and go, "Hey, do you want to join in? We're gonna go for round 2."
No, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You guys have fun. I'm burning this place to the ground like a place in the Menagerie. I think he did.
I like walk out with like literally nothing but like socks on and just start chasing Skins.
Same.
No, as soon as Biel steps out naked, Godwin casts reverse gravity at his feet.
Oh no!
Dude, no. I immediately, like, as soon as I start running, it hits my feet, and I just face plant so hard it drags my head for a second, and now I'm just in the air.
Which head?
Yeah, like
Both of them.
It picks Biel up and like slams him into the ceiling.
Skins is out. Skins is just gone. He left the room.
Skins, stop! Help me contain this. Don't let me question.
I'm like jumping. I'm like using all my force to jump off the wall. I'm still in werebear form, so I got that red rocket coming out, bro.
The six Williams, accompanied by a shield, will go back to the magic store.
Still make it.
You'll find your way back to Puma Soul Shop.
Hey, you know, it's a person, and I'm into weird stuff. So give me 2 prosthetic legs and feet.
Oh my god.
Puma is just
there's 6
shaking
of
his
us.
head this entire time. Whatever the customer needs. 100 gold, please.
Good William will not give it to him. Purple William will. Real William will.
Why was Good William
guy.
taking that? Why did Good William stay there?
Good William. Hey, Good William is just a good person. He still has some fun.
He still has needs, I
He
guess.
still has needs. Yeah, he still has needs. He still has needs.
Alright, so in this next morning, after all this wackiness for no apparent reason, what is your party doing here?
I want to go to the potion store.
Okay, you're
want
still
to bother
shopping.
Caleb again.
Yeah, and Skins is gonna just head down with Godwin. Just his eyes are more traumatized than the time he had the fucking dream of the fucking Raven Queen.
Nim refuses to leave the room and like barricade themselves in one of the overly sized bedrooms. They're just hiding in there. Skins and Godwin head downstairs to talk to Caleb, I'm assuming? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go bother Caleb again.
Okay. Caleb is sitting down here. He seems to be drinking some heavy whiskey, but still sober. He looks up as
Okay.
you guys approach.
I have a
Godwin
question.
is 100% not sober at the moment. After everything he saw, he drowned his sorrows in liquor.
1 second.
They did
I have
say
a
it was
question.
enough for tonight and the next day.
Am I still attached to the ceiling?
No, eventually that wears off.
Okay,
Currently,
one
yes.
second.
But in 10 minutes, yes, it'll wear off.
It's yeah. Yeah, so it's probably off by now.
hey, yeah, release it. Like, say you release it right now.
Yeah, I'll release it.
You just hear it like a whoosh, whoop. My balls.
My big ball. But,
You hear.
I fucking hate you guys.
this is so stupid. We had such a normal session.
You hear him.
We had a
Yeah.
very
put
defeating
his clothes
session,
on.
and then this is what we needed. Okay, this is what we
We
needed.
needed it. We
You
needed
hear him go
this.
put his clothes on and start like, "Where's Godwin?" and sniffing, trying to find you.
I like how Nim refers to
You guys see his
Godwin
sta-
not
you
Godwin,
guys
Bill as an actual dog. A veterinarian.
Astaire is there and he looks traumatized.
Yeah, Lionheart is there too. He's just like,
Bill-
he's disgraced.
Bill walks down and like lifts up the most disgusting burp.
Alright, so what were you going to say to Caleb here?
Godwin's gonna walk up to him, like stumble over to him, and like fall into the seat across from Caleb. Morning, Caleb.
Morning. I see you're not dead.
Yes, it went better than I thought it would. I thought for sure they'd kill me.
So did I.
Part of me hoped.
So did I. Anyway, I'm here. Currently, I understand that I teleported you a long way, and you have no real way back to Palmaflora or any of the other places. So I was wondering if you needed a teleport back, and I was going to knock on your door last night. I decided not to.
It was best that you didn't.
Yes, I thought so.
Caleb,
I choked
The
on my
horrors I've seen.
will spot me for the rest of my life.
Caleb collapses in agony and dies. No. That was me. But if you need to ride back to, anywhere, basically, I can just teleport you there and go home.
I have a request actually.
Yes? What's that request?
Can we leave William and Biel here, please?
I don't think that's actually a good idea, because then you can't get them back. They're not casters. Or one is, but not enough to teleport with you.
No, you don't understand. I have seen horrors beyond comprehension.
Well,
Bill just walks out. He's stretching. He's like,
What's up, fellas? Actually, Caleb.
And Godwin, like out of nowhere, just sobers up completely.
I do have a request. Do you happen to know where?
Wait, what the fuck is that other
Brokebank?
place?
Brokebank? Do you happen to know where Brokebank is?
I think we went there one time. Well, multiple times now, but one time back when we were adventuring. A few times to visit some bees. Yeah, I know where that is. Small island off Palmaflora, coast of Menagerie in general. Big trade hub, or small trade hub. Tourist town.
Would you mind teleporting us there? Because, well, actually, I happen to be the proprietor of Brokebank.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. But, yes, I'm assuming it has to do with something with the cards that your troop has.
100%, yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. I got 2 pieces of land, teleported one of them on top of my head, and then created life.
All right.
Yeah,
Have you met Guinevere yet?
I think they were with us, yes, but they didn't speak to me.
Yes. He is a
Who?
very quiet boy. He's like my son.
Wait, what?
He
What
is my
happened?
son.
he is my son.
Pretty much
Wait.
is.
Who? Who's your son?
Guinevere.
Okay, so from the cards, you know that one that gives you a 5th level fighter?
Yeah.
4th.
I got that, or yeah, 4th. Well, pretty much, I got that, and then I think the lore is that it ripped, and we used, me and William together used the power from the card to create a Frankenstein monster, and it ended up being Guinevere, and Guinevere is now Godwin's son.
I'm the dad too, because I helped make it.
Yeah, we're both the
Guinevere,
dad.
Is that just a name you gave it?
Yeah, that's the name he gave it, because I wanted to keep the Gwyn, like, a Godwin, and then
Oh.
Guinevere,
Does it act like your daughter?
my son. Yeah, it listens to me and everything.
Does it respond with pop?
To what?
Pop? Yes, Papa.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it start doing that.
Bro,
From now on,
imagine-
whenever Guinevere talks to me, he has to say, "Yes, father."
That is mad.
I don't know about that one. Uh,
Can't do
Yes,
it now.
daddy.
yes, Papa.
Hola, Papa.
Hey, Damien calls you mommy. You can call him dad.
No, just call me father. Call me father. I am a humble
Father.
man.
But
Wow.
Okay.
Bill just kind of like looks at Skinsy, just like, why are you looking at me all funny? Like I did something weird.
Stay away from me. I will chop it off.
Biel,
Chop, what happened?
Biel, I have to take a stand here. I am going to keep you at least 20 feet away from Skins at all times.
Wow, what happened?
You slammed your bear cock all over the room.
I was.
You
I'm
came out
glad
of the
I
room
didn't knock on your room last night.
Exactly. The horrors
came
I've
out of the
seen.
room.
So you wish to
But
go
as they-
to Brokebank, yes?
Yes, please, just get us to Brokebank.
All right. He grabs out some powder, tosses it in the air. It gets caught on rays of light, and beams begin to pop up in the middle of the room. Basically, just cutting you out of existence and teleporting you to Brokebank. You appear in a not very welcoming position, however, as you appear in what feels to be a slight marsh and what looks to be a bee sanctuary, and immediately see what feels and looks like thousands of bumblebees flying around you. Mostly harmless, but as you thrash to try and get out of the mud, a few begin to get a little bit angry at you. You are in Brokebank's Bee Sanctuary, where a good portion of all of the honey produced on the menagerie is. Caleb will then immediately take his cue, and after teleporting you in, immediately teleport himself away. Leaving
I have
you
a question.
without him and by yourselves to talk about whatever you're going to talk about right in the middle of the bee sanctuary.
I had something to say. Alright.
Hello there.
Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna as cute as all these bumblebees are, I'm just gonna start walking away.
So you guys want to go find my ships? You guys want to go try to find my ships now? That'd be a good idea.
I believe that is next on the agenda, yes. Brokebank. Brokebank is my next area, and then you'll get your ships, have everything in order, and then I think we should return to Rieus.
Ah, okay.
I mean, he said that we don't have to do anything just yet. How about we, become adventurous once more, and do something that isn't involved with them.
Yes.
You okay there, buddy?
No. And William, the same goes for you. 20 feet away from me. Same goes with Biel.
What I do?
Yeah, Godwin is like actively standing in front of Skins, like safeguarding him from William and Biel.
Yo just goes, "Oh my god! It was, it wasn't like I was slamming it around. I was just."
You guys
On the
didn't even
woman.
hear me.
It was
You guys
on the
even
woman.
hear me. You guys even hear me. How'd you even? You guys didn't even hear what I did.
As you guys are using this heated exchange here, from the edge of the marsh, where what looks to be a small patio-like section is, and what looks to be a small house, is a woman wearing a large beekeeping suit. Very large woman as well, but a suit that's even baggier to the point where it makes her look probably a foot wide, or two even. Bigger than she is, at least. And she is looking at you guys as you appeared in this and saw a flash of light to appear, flash of light to teleport, hears you arguing about a bear cock and just goes, "Are you honey thieves?
Huh?
Are you trying to steal my honey?
No, we're not.
No.
Then why are you in the honey marshes?"
Oh, we just teleported here. Don't worry about it.
Can you get off my land now? I don't want
What's
you
your
here,
name?
and what I just heard has nothing to do with me. Just leave my land.
Okay,
Have a great
fair
day.
enough.
Have a great day.
If you want to buy some honey, come on by, but hopefully without this conversation about. And she starts to wade
much
into
is
the
for the
marshes
honey?
as you begin to wade out of the marshes.
How much is the honey?
It's about a gold piece a pound.
I'll buy 1 pound.
Alright, just toss it here. I don't want to touch you with that conversation. I don't trust it.
Oh, my clothes are already cleaned up. It's all good.
I'm filthy.
Bling.
They're all filthy.
You toss
No.
the coin, and they stumble to catch it a little bit before stuffing it. They open up a crack between their helmet and rest of the beekeeping outfit, and shove it down, and you hear it just fall through the bag of clothing. And you see her walk over to a beehive, just pull a chunk out, and slam it into what looks to be a bowl, and it puts the little comb thing back in, and then stretches over to her extent to not touch you, and just hands you the bowl. All right, have a nice day. And as you guys begin to walk your way out of the marshes and clean your clothes from the mud that immediately was ankle deep to almost halfway and knee deep for Skins, you find your way into Brokebank Village with hundreds of ships not too far away. As you can see, the largest armada of ships yet in the entirety of your existence on the outskirts of this. You also note, however, none of them are dangerous. These are all shipping vessels. Tourists coming in and out, ferries, and large vessels carrying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of cargo. And you see what looks to be a keep in slight disrepair, though better than any of the others you saw. And also a bustling, small little village, about the size of Palmaflora.
What?
After it was repaired, of course, it'll be larger, but the current size of Palmaflora is about the size of the entirety of Brokebank. Everything here is a tourist trap. That's the entire gimmick of this place. Anything who is not a tourist trap usually just has storage houses for ships. The sun here
I'm having a lot
basically
of fun.
never sets as it becomes nighttime, but there's always a dim light that just seems to permeate the area. And the weather is usually fair, unless a typhoon rolls in, that is. The most recent one, however, seems to not have affected the populace much, and the market square is open and inviting, and your new looming home awaits. And that, I believe, is where we're going to end the next session, with you guys looking around your newfound little homestead that you are going to basically run, and the
Great session,
looming
guys.
keep before you for next session's game.
So